Hey there, Tabby, Margie, Joe Glover. Hi, Linda, Laura, Delia, Jessica. Hi, Scarlett, Sakura whispered to me hello. Just put this on here. Okay. Hey, Ann, Susie Q, L. Jackson, Sandy, hi, Sonia, Audra, hi, Jen.
Michael Christopher.
Hold on 1 second. This is my son. 1 second. All right, I'll be right there. I'm almost done with this. Just 1 minute, I'll be done with this call.
I sent it again.
Sorry about that. My son has like the best timing in the world. He wants me to do something, and he's like, it just takes 1 minute. It doesn't take 1 minute. Now this thing wants me to do all this other stuff. Okay, sorry. Now let's go back to where we were. That's real life, folks, right? Okay, so where was I? Jessica, Scarlet Rain, Sakura, hi. Whisper to me, hello. And Susie Q, L. Jackson, Sandy Bubbles, I got you. Sonia, Audra, I think I did. Lisa H is where I was at, I think. Jen, I got Jen. Cynthia, Kaza, Sabrina, oh my gosh. Rise Up, hi. Carrie Lynn, Jessica, got you. Bella Mac, hi. Bella Mac, did you get my email about someone that wants your email? Because I don't know. I don't give out emails unless I know that it's okay. Sharon, hi. Mary Kim, Lynette, Nazi, Seaglass and Shells, Kylie, Chris, Carol, Bergstrong, hi. Glamagal, girl. Juanita, hi. No sound on your end. You should have the sound now. I had to take care of something with my son. Hi, Jessica. Sunshine, hello from Santa Fe. Judy, hi. Lynette, hi. Who else name is Cynthia? Norma. Hello, Nazi, I got you. Linda. Gretchen. Bella, I got you. Sunshine, I got you. Sheila K. Hello. Irish Eyes, hello. Mary Beth. Linda. Mandy. Nazi, I already got you. Hi, Jessica. Mystery Truth Seeker, Miss Mary, Bagel. I was muted because I was on a phone call with my son. Karen, Margie, you should have sound now. Kendra, I must be way behind. Earthbound, just trying to say hello to many. Joan, hi, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, and then we have Shari. Let's see. Miss Mary, I already got you. So I think we're getting to Joe Glover. I'm pretty sure I got you. Teresa. All right. And if I missed, listen to me. Okay. Hi, everyone works too. Tori, LA Lady, Diane, Tamlin, Julie. Right. You go, girl. Kim, BW, Sassy, Darcy, Cupcake. Okay. And if I missed you, I see you too. Okay, sorry for all the interruptions. Now, last night, I did not expect to be out as late as I was last night. I thought I was going to be back early. It didn't end up that way. It was nuts. Then when I didn't expect to not eat anything, have a blaring headache, and then Jessica gave me the scare of my life because she said to me, are you going? I said, I'm just going to watch the thing and then I'm going to take a shower. Or no, I did it the opposite way. Take a shower. Then I was going to watch the Chris Watts HLN thing that I put on the DVR. Jimmy had already watched it. He's like, you're not missing anything. It's nothing new. I said, yeah, I know that, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Okay. So when I went up to take a shower, I had told Jessica I was taking a shower. No, I didn't tell her I was taking a shower. Wrong. No. She said to me, you're not coming on? I said, no. You know what? I think I'm just going to take it easy tonight. My head is killing me. It's splitting open. I'm going to take a shower. Did I tell you I was taking a shower? I can't remember if I said I was taking a shower or not. I don't want to misspeak. Anyway, I go up in my bathroom, getting ready to go in the shower. Jessica's texting me. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll get it when I get out of the shower. No, you called me. I said, I'll get it when I get out of the shower. Then she texts me, and then something made me check the text. And it said something like, Jimmy's telling everyone you're in the shower? Oh, no. She said, I don't think you got out of your live. I think it's still going on. And I'm like, crap, are you kidding me? Right, so now I'm thinking that it disconnected when we were in the town that it disconnects in all the time. And now that I was home where I had internet, that it just reconnected up, and it's been going this entire time, filming me getting ready to get in the shower, okay? Now I'm freaking out. So I took the phone and I put it between two things like this, because I don't know which. It has a camera on both freaking ends, right? So it scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what it was taking. I was stepping in the shower, so, okay. I squashed it between two things. I threw it on my bed in the bedroom, closed the bathroom door. I was freaking out. And then I remember seeing that she texted something like, I didn't see it said Jimmy said. It said something like, I thought it said, everybody heard you tell Jimmy you were going to take a shower. And I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody heard me tell Jimmy I was going to take a shower? You mean I'm live again? I was beside myself for about 3 minutes saying, this is it. I can't do YouTube anymore. This is too much of an invasion of privacy. How does this thing connect up like this? This is wrong. There's no way to stop it on your iPhone. Even when it's not on your screen, it's recording. I was nuts for about 3 whole minutes, okay? In my bathroom by myself, nuts. Then I screamed down to Jimmy and I told him, look, the phone's on the bed. I don't even know what it recorded, okay? So I said, but you got to shut it off. I don't care what you do. You got to shut it off. He goes, how do I shut it off? I said, you got to go to the YouTube. Jessica says it's all on YouTube. So then I'm like, oh my gosh, right? So this is nuts. So then he does it. He says he shut it off. So then I looked at my text message and I saw what she really texted, which said, Jimmy just told everyone you're going to take a shower. It recorded the two things you put it between. No, it didn't record anything. It didn't. It stopped when I was on the road. So, listen to me. So I just looked at it. I saw that, somebody said something. I think I said to somebody, said, no, it was ended while you were on the road. I was freaking out, but oh my gosh, it was a weird screen. No, I mean, I appreciated that, but because it could have happened, Jessica, it could have reconnected again because I technically never closed it. It just lost connection when I was driving. Who are you guys talking about? Who was on the chat too last night? I don't know. But I was freaking. I was totally freaking out for like 3 minutes in my bathroom thinking like, my gosh, what in the heck is this? And like, what in the world was it, recording? Can you imagine? Yeah, I can imagine. So, how horrifying, hilarious. Yeah, see my tutu. See my tutu. Right, see my tutu. See, I got it now. See my tutu. TMZ showed it. Yeah, right. Thanks, C. Parker. So that had me really freaked out. Okay. So then I took a shower and I went down and I watched this Watts thing. And yeah, it was a much to do about nothing except the only thing. Okay. And Jimmy totally misheard this part of it. Okay. He said to me, hold on, my hair, I can't see. My hair is all, I can't fix it because it's backwards in the camera, right? And I can never see which side I'm on. Okay, now it's out of my eyes. So Jimmy goes to me, they found a kid's footprint on the bag. And that's how they know the kids, I don't even know if he said it, that's how they know the kids were riding or something. And I said, what? So then when I watched it, then that's what I heard. And then Casbot said something about the footprint. And I said, no, it wasn't his footprint. It was a kid's footprint. But then I went back and listened to it, and it wasn't. It was Jimmy that screwed me up on that. It said it was the DA said there are things linking him, like there was a and the DA messed this up. He said there was a bare footprint, and I want to discuss this with Casbot, so I'm not going to go into it because she'll be here shortly. But I'm just telling you where I was. There was a bare footprint in, and then he goes, on the bag. Okay, so was it in or was it on? Did he intentionally miss it up? You know, what's going on? So I'll discuss my theories with you on that. But other than that, the reenactment really didn't need to be in there, especially the throwing of her in great. Yeah, that was a little too much. They thankfully did not show anything on the kids. They just played. It's so stupid. He speaks. It's just his confession tape that everyone has heard from March. And Cindy reading that letter that we all heard in the preview, which, okay, great, Cindy. And then we have Anna and Kelly, okay, speaking. Katie is Kelly from Mel and Kel. And really much ado about nothing either there. So, but I will discuss it with Casbot because a tip for the shower show. Thank you, Rise Up. That would have been something. You know what? The only thing that saved me, I figured more people would have been contacting me than just Jessica if that was being broadcast. I would have had texts from everybody and their brother. Carolyn. But just how easily that could happen scares the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. So yeah, after that, then I just watched that. And I ended up, I was sitting with my laptop. What the heck was I watching? Something else came on after that. I don't know what I was watching. And I ended up falling asleep and then waking up. And I was like, what the heck? But yeah, it was a crazy day. I didn't expect to be gone that far. And while we're waiting for Casbot, is Sharon here? Sharon Martin is here. Hi, Sharon. Sharon, these are the ones that I bought. Okay, I bought these at Walmart, and I paid more than they are on Amazon now. I forgot today's Prime Day. They do have a set of 36 for less than I paid for these. I already opened these. I can't return these. But when I look at them, Sharon, they look like they're the same colors. So why do I want a set of 36? Are they giving me doubles of something? Is there a reason I should get 36? Because if you say there's a reason, I should. The others I don't see on sale yet. The 36 is cheaper than I paid for these. But then, is Sunny Bunny here? I hope Sunny Bunny's all right. She had to put her ferret down. Hope you're feeling better, Sunny Bunny. April F., I've emailed you. I think you're probably on a vacation camping or something, so I hope you're having fun. But, hey, Tico. I said hello to you, right? I forgot. Hi, Danielle C. Joe Schmo, hi. Jenny, did I get you, Jenny from the block? Okay, so Amazon Prime. But no, they already have some stuff up there. And then you know what? Listen to this one. I said to Sharon before, Sharon, you're going to love this one. I said I'm going to put some stuff in my cart that I want for my power washer, right? Well, thankfully, 2 of the 3 things were already on sale. Jimmy goes in to buy a sanding sponge that he got a coupon for on Vipon, right? And he goes, I bought everything you put in the cart. I said, oh my gosh, you're lucky that I really wanted that. Because sometimes I put stuff in the cart and then I decide if I want it or not. He checked out with everything, but at least 2 of the things were on sale. It's different shades, Debbie Do. Hi, Snow Remover, Tanya. Do you think I should get it then? Do you think I should go ahead and order it? Abba for life. Should I do it or not? I need someone to tell me that uses these. I should do it, Debbie Do? Sharon says no, 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 no. No, she actually said no, no, no. I exaggerate things sometimes just for effect. Hi, Linda. Hi, Julie. She says get the 72. They're not on sale yet. Do you think they'll go on sale? Hey, Chase. What I want to know is how that blonde lady can say that NK was not involved. I think they're doing that for legal reasons, honestly, Sassy. Lamb chop, hi. You do that too, You bought your daughter Colore pencils 48 on Amazon. All the colors are beautiful and different. Might be high price though. Response for... Okay, so the other thing I wanted, you will be eating dinner, but we'll be watching dinner at 1:41 a.m., Lisa? You're a late eater. A late eater sounds like a Seinfeld reference. Let me just ask you something about these, please. Remember Sunny Bunny said something about she uses fabric markers? Is Sunny Bunny here? If she's here, what kind of fabric markers do you use? And many, many shills, even on what I used to think were credible channels. What is it? Methinks they do protest. What does the shills mean for that? What do you refer to with shills? I've only heard of shills when people talk about Amazon reviewers. Oh, there's Sunny Bunny. Sunny Bunny, what kind of markers do you use? Could you tell me what kind of markers you use? You said to me use fabric markers or something for your coloring. They have 150 set for 2 different prices in the office. They're $30 less. But they said the Prime didn't start yet. I thought... I'm lost. You never date a late eater. But you know what? Did you see how low the 36 is? It's lower than I paid for this, Sharon. I see you, I see me. Hey, Maui Chickadee. While we're waiting for Casbot, we're going to discuss the Chris Watts thing, but we're waiting for Casbot as our guest tonight. So while we're waiting for her, the 36 is only $17.99. Isn't that a good price, Sharon, for the 36? Prime? So there's no extra shipping. Isn't that a good price? The 72 was $28.99, but it was $4.95 shipping, and it wasn't Prime. So it wasn't going to be here right away. And then I got nervous that it was a bootleg because somebody said they got theirs and it wasn't wrapped, and it looked like the pencils had been used, and I don't know, it was scaring me. Pacific time. Oh, okay, Malia. Bella Mac, it's already Prime Day in your country. You use these pencils, Bella Mac? I ordered a huge Prismacolor set from Hobby Lobby online. How much did you pay? Recently? I couldn't see the show. No TV. Is it anywhere? It'll probably be on, they have a station on YouTube. I'm sure it'll be, if it's not there, it'll be there shortly. You use the Prang fine line fabric markers. Now, can I ask you something? Do they bleed very much through the paper? Like, is your paper all like, the only thing I'm worried about, like, when you're coloring, is it going to like rip the paper? You know what I mean? Does it bleed? Like, is it really hard to color like small little, you know what I'm saying? You use, and how, okay, because like gel pens for me are ridiculous. It's like, oh, out of ink. Out of ink. Are they like that? You paid 80 something for your 150, but they added extras. Where? On Amazon? Did you, hey Kelly, do you use all 150 of those colors, Sharon, or do you find, because they had these and then they had little sets for botanicals and for landscapes. Are these are premiers. Soft premiers. These are premier. Can you see? Can you see it now? HLN is the National Enquirer. Yeah, bagel. Most they are fine and don't bleed. On one book it bled a little and I put a blank page under it, Mommy. Did it ruin your whole coloring? Hey, Wildlife. Wildlife, are you in Australia? I just thought about that last night. And I appreciate you for worrying about me last night. Wildlife's like, I'm not going to bed until I know Mommy's home safe. Did you guys see that? I could not look at that driving video. I knew it would make me insane if I tried to look at that. Did you guys see the deer come out? Did you see that when the deer came out? Those of you that were watching. Hey, Save Robbie. What is Save Robbie saying? That everybody's going, what? You use a different brand of pencils? You use Stage Door? Is that what that says? No. Steadlifter? Steadter? Stater? Statler? Whatever. Felt tip, fine line, color pens for the coloring books. You use the felt tip? I have some of those. I think they might be. The only thing I'm worried about with those, just like, you know how you're coloring sometime and then one part of it gets darker because you didn't go there when you're doing a marker and then you can't, like, it doesn't blend the way, you know what I mean, Bella? What did Robbie have to see? You saw the deer? You heard me. It looked scary. You did not see the deer. It was dark. It was a scary road. That's how all the roads are here. What happened to Robbie? How come I can't see Robbie? Oh, a man jumped. What do you mean? From your bus? Or on while you're driving by? Hey, Deborah. Hi, Mommy. You listening while you do some stuff? Oh, there. Okay, Anna. I'm glad your internet is back. I heard you say there was a deer, but I didn't see it. Hi, Short. Short, nice. Hi, Angelina. Hello, Hennessy. Malia, I'm gonna get you. Hi, Linda. Who else? Graciela. Save Robbie, Susie, Sabrina. Who else snuck in? Oh, and just to say that woman, I don't know the screenshot, the moderators probably know her name. The one that came in here while I was driving and said something like, I don't know, I've given donations and I've never got so much as a thank you. You guys all know, just for the record, that is totally false. That person is not even a subscriber here. Person has never given donations and was just here to stir the pot when I couldn't see the chat. I just want to make sure everybody knows that. That's not true. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Doc. Dee Marie. Did I get Lorianne? You're listening and cooking? Where are you? Did you, Ivy said you saw the deer. I saw the truck in the middle of the lane. You saw everything, Ivy. You'd be good to drive with. Saw the guy walking. You were getting spooked. You had to take Dramamine. I want to see if you're in Australia. I don't know why I'm thinking you're in Australia. At first I thought you were like in the United States. Did Wildlife answer me? My life, did you answer me? Hi, Maui Chickadee. Hi, Kathy. I don't see it. Somebody a long time ago told me something that is so not true. They said, oh, if you want to see everyone's replies, just go to the 3 dots next to their name and it'll group all of their replies together. That's a lie. Up above? Oh, you live in Kansas. Oh, you stayed. Okay. Drive at night is hard for you. Your brother was killed. Oh, I'm sorry. Missing a stop sign. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that. Wow. There are small things sold that you can put on your front bumper. Oh, yeah, but I've heard those, and there's good and bad. People say they don't work. People say they I don't know. There's been like so many things about that. That winery, yeah. Right. I mean, and if I missed one, Susie, you know, like it's because I was out of the room and I didn't see them. And I usually try to say the next night or I email the person. But yeah, total lie. Now, I had the 2 other things to haul. Remember? So I forgot to haul, for those of you who watch the haul, I forgot to haul the pencils. Okay? I forgot to haul a bunch of other stuff, but I'm just showing you the Walmart stuff that I thought you'd be interested in. But these I did get at Walmart, and they were less on Amazon, I think now. But then you had to pay shipping. I don't. I guess no. They have a Prime for less. They do. Okay, so get them on Amazon if you want them. And what else did I have to show you? Oh, because everything was discombobulated. I got this at Ollie's. This is for one of my projects I'm going to be doing. It's Universal Bonding Primer, and this was only $1.99 Rust-Oleum. That's a good price for that. Okay, and let's see. Thank you, Lilani. Now, this is the last thing I want to show you for right now. Remember those extra big Smarties? Jimmy already wanted to get into them, okay? Jimmy's like very into Smarties. I've never seen the Smarties this big. I would just like to keep them like this because I've never seen a roll of Smarties this big. But he already wanted to get into them. And so I got him 2 rolls. But I just like the way they look as a decoration. Mama Ames, we could probably do something with this. I like the way they look as a decorate. They're so big. Have you ever seen these giant ones, Sunny Bunny? I never saw these giant ones. Hey, Dojane. Dojane, are you my pineapple lady? You are, right? Why do I think there was something else in your name? Who's seen the big giant Smarties? What's mature? Irish Eyes, what are we talking about? What's mature? Has anyone's? Yes, we're going to discuss it in a minute, Deborah. We're going to discuss it when Casbot gets here. You have seen them. You used to give Smarties. So, oh my gosh, Linda, we had a substitute, Mrs. Let me think of her name. Oh my gosh, she was an older woman, and anytime we saw her there, we're like, oh my gosh, she's there. My sister would remember the name. She would take a Smartie roll, right? She'd put 1 Smartie on everyone's desk, 1 Smartie. But everybody was... These I got at the Dollar Tree, Jeannie. I had never seen them in Pennsylvania. I haven't seen these in New York. I haven't seen these anywhere else. I don't want to open these Smarties, but Jimmy does. I still don't know. What was mature, Irish Eyes? That I don't want to open the Smarties? I don't know what mature. Deer whistles are used a lot in California. You think they work? Okay. Meet the Millers. They're shown roasting starburst. Really? Huh. You have those big Smarties up there, huh? Where, Lisa? In the Dollar Tree? Hey, cowgirl up. It's my cat in the package. I want it. Cowgirl's been gone for a couple of days. She must have been getting all that packaging tape and everything ready. You can get these at Five Below, Pincilla? Yeah, but I don't have a Five Below near me. Well, I mean, it's an hour away, but I don't really go to Five Below. Anyway, it's on a YouTube channel. What is going on? What did Irish Eyes say was mature? Did she answer me yet? Irish Eyes, did you answer me yet about what's mature? Okay, maybe they have, Kim, they haven't gotten to the ones in New York, or I just haven't seen them. This is the first time I've ever seen them. Have they been out a long time? Hey, J-Bells. Where's Casbot? She's getting up yet? You're up early. They have the giant Smarties on Amazon. Good old Amazon. Why don't I want to? Well, because I like the way they look. Don't they look neat? This big giant, it is a giant roll of Smarties. If you can eat one, I'd like to just save one. I like to do stuff like that. I just think a giant roll of Smarties looks smart. No. $1 for the giant Smarties. They might have been less than. Sometimes the candy's 89 cents. I don't know if they were 89 cents or $1. Amazon has them. You haven't been to bed, couldn't sleep. Oh, sorry to hear that. They look cool. Don't they look cool? Do you remember when people used to make magnets of shellacked fruit that had a varnish on it, like little mini bagels when they put eyes on it? They put little candies and they like shellacked them and they made magnets out of them. Giant Smarties. Yeah, I know. I don't want to open them. I could probably buy a case. I don't know why I didn't buy more. I don't know why. I could buy from Dollar Tree. Yeah, you're right. Go to there and order. Okay. But I like the giants. I just want to know that they have them. It's not like a fluky thing. Have you ever had a fluky thing at the Dollar Tree? Like they just get a fluky thing and they don't ever get it again? Yeah, it's happened. I just wanted, but now that you guys have all seen these, I feel better. Okay, Irish Eyes. There we go. Irish Eyes, Mommy, another strand of. Oh, okay, okay, that's okay. I thought you said I was not mature because I wouldn't let Jimmy open the Smarties. Pass the Smarties. Okay, I'll send some back in the cat package. I'll give Sharon some too that you can give her. Okay. I will look at the Dollar Tree. That's okay. If they have them, then I mean I'll go back and I'll get them. I was worried. I'll let you. Don't worry. Jimmy can eat them. You don't have to put any hashtags up there. Poor Jimmy. You had giant Smarties that were individual guest selves. Oh, those sound so cute. Did you make those, Julie T? Hey, Carol. Dojane, they sell in regular. Dojane, you're my pineapple girl? Why do I think it wasn't Dojane? That it was Do something Jane, but there was an extra thing. But you're a pineapple girl, right? Hey, it's Maui Chickadee's granddaughter. Hey, Maui Chickadee's granddaughter, Alex Studio. Is your name Alexandra? Maui's Chickadee? I have a question for everyone. How do you bring yourself to take your beloved pet to the vet to be put to sleep? My husband and I are... Oh, it's very hard, Janine. It really is. But then a lot of times what ends up happening is you wait and you wait. Like when we had our beagle, I had cancer, mast cell cancer. And then one night she was in, like, she was just, you could tell she was shivering. She was not doing well. And then I regretted that we didn't bring her sooner, or that we couldn't bring her sooner. And then I felt terrible that did I make him suffer like needlessly because I had to have him here longer. So it's a very hard thing. And a lot of people end up, holding on until then. As soon as they see the pet suffering, they bring it in. But it's not an easy thing, and not at all. Better book you an extra seat for all my goodies. Where is, I just asked somebody something and then I forgot to check. Oh, if Alex is in Alexandra, I missed that. Did you answer me? I don't know. You might have answered me. If you've never been here before, I miss a lot of chat. I also take a long time to open my emails, just FYI. Oh, her name is Kayla? Okay. When are you going out there? When is Sheila K going out there? It's one of the worst things I've ever done many, many times, but if they are not having quality of life, right? Yeah. Who's just... Sabrina. Who's just outside Woodstock? Just outside Woodstock. You're just outside Woodstock, cowgirl? Sorry to everyone that's lost pets. Yeah, it's not, or had to put them down, or has to put them down. It's not easy. It's, the hardest part, right? We are going to, Natalie, as soon as Casbot gets here. She's the guest tonight that's going to speak about it with me. She should be here momentarily. Hey, random guy. Random guy, did you hear my dilemma with the paint? Just talking to a guy who's running a local homicide missing persons deal on the 27th, lining the street, passing flyers. He said I can distribute for my missing friend. So cool. Well, that's good. Thank you, Linda. Hold up. Thank you. My husband is a veterinarian and had to do it a lot. He doesn't like doing it, but he's better than letting them suffer. Oh, Jigsaw Puzzler, he was on the other night and told the story of someone that he went to school with. How old was she? 12 when she went missing? 12. You saw a summary. You only saw a summary, pretty much accusing. Oh, excusing. I thought you said accusing. NK, and you're enraged. I think I caught you up on all the stuff now. All the main stuff. I didn't show you Burlington, but. Hey, you're okay, mommy and daughter. We're still waiting for Casbot to discuss the HLN. She'll be here in a second. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 80. I don't know how long. She should be here shortly. It's my fault. She was here last night and I wasn't, so that wasn't good. But I thought I was going to be back much earlier. Let's not even go into that. That was just ridiculous. Jeff's missing friend. Oh yeah, did you send me the link, Jeff? Because I can throw it up. Did you send me the link to that? Let me go back and look in the email that I don't get to open until weeks later. Hang on a minute, I'm going to go back and look if you sent me the email. Okay. I don't think you sent it to me, Jeff. Wait a minute. I have a Hannah Crawl link from you. And then I got an important part wrong. He was due to stand trial for Viola McCoy, but it was dismissed because a witness refused to testify. He was linked to at least 7 dismembered women found in the river since 1982. He was out again, but going to be charged with indecent exposure. He was found dead in a motel room he lived in. I don't even remember. That's the guy that was next door to you with the bunnies? Is that one? Okay. And, oh wait, you did send it to me, I think. Missing, oh, you were 14. Okay, so he wasn't 12, he was 14. He got that part of the story wrong. I'd like to be able to let her mom know that these photos were shown on your channel. Okay, so well, how about, do you want me to put up I'll put up the link. Okay, you guys can check out the link. Hang on. And then I can post some age progression photos for you to see. This is someone that Jeff told us a story about the other night that he went to school with, and she was missing since she's been 14. They have never found her. So if you go to that link, you can find out information, and this is the age progression on her. Actually, you know what's probably easier for me to do is just to share this, just bring the page over for a second. Let me make sure that that's in there, and let's see if I can make it a little larger. Okay, that says Jody circa 1985, age progression to 44. Okay, there's the stats. Missing from Kansas City, Missouri. Date of birth 9/20/1970. Jody was last seen at her boyfriend's house in the 700 block of Cambridge Street in Kansas City, Missouri on May 23rd, 1985. She had an argument with her boyfriend. and other friends on the day of her disappearance. She apparently wanted to accompany them to their destination, but they refused. Jody walked to a nearby friend's residence and called her mother, asking for a car ride home to the 6800 block of East Topping Street. Her mother did not have a car, and Jody told her she would find another ride. She was last seen walking northbound on Winchester from 14th Street. Jody was never heard from again. She did not take any money or extra clothing with her when she disappeared. Jody was enrolled in a juvenile probation program at the time she disappeared. She and a friend had a run-in with a security guard in 1984. Her caseworker was contacted by Jody's mother after the disappearance. The caseworker filed 2 warrants for Jody, listing her as an endangered juvenile who should be detained by authorities if she was spotted. Jody's mother assumed that the warrants also meant juvenile authorities had filed a missing child report with law enforcement. They had not. Law enforcement never considered Jody a missing person until 1987, 2 years after her disappearance, because they had not been notified. As a result, Jody's case was obviously extremely delayed, and clues were minimal by the time the investigation began. In 1987, police dragged the Missouri River after 2 prison inmates claimed they had information on the case. Their tip went nowhere, but it led the Kansas City Police Department to reclassify Jody's case as a probable homicide. Her mother now lives in Arkansas, but visits Kansas City a few times each year to search for her daughter. Jody's case remains unsolved. Okay, so you can go to that link that I just posted to get all this for yourself. Okay. I'm too big. I've got to make myself small. I'm too big. Okay. Now my small. I still am too big, I think. Too big. Right, maybe I'm not too big. That's all my junk that I still haven't put away on my island, all my junk. My fake kitchen, I can put extra junk in there. Okay, and you think you answered my paint questions on Slack. Okay. What happened, Linda? Please don't feel like what? Oh, about your... What happened to Linda? I ended his life. Oh, Linda, no. Oh, she put her... Okay. Yeah, it's hard. All right. Sheila K, Sheila K, Sheila K. Sheila K. Cowgirl's looking for you, Sheila K. Evie. Lori. Okay, so Sabrina, hi. Lasso Girl, hi Claire. It's okay because we didn't start talking yet because Casbot's not here yet. Casbot's here? Did you see her? Where, Jeff? Jeff, are you seeing things or is she here? Over the weekend? No. No. A crazy drive that you're glad that you missed. Oh, okay, he's playing with me. Who is Casbot, Gail? She is a moderator on the channel, but she also has her own channel, and we're going to collaborate and answer questions and talk about the HLN Chris Watts show that was on the other night. Thank you, Malwy Chickadee. Thank you. Love, Jacqueline and Kayla. Carolyn, could you give Kayla a shout out before she goes? Kayla, thank you. And thanks to your grandma. We love your grandma here. She's great. Thanks so much, Kayla, for coming and stopping in tonight. Greetings from Pennsylvania. Where are you in Pennsylvania, Love and Lavender? Yes, they do. Only now it's Grammy repeatedly. Tioga County? I thought that was in New York, Tioga County. You're in Columbia County? Was there something? Yes, yesterday, AG. So, I've got this right. The Watts have collaborated with a filmmaker. No. Claire, where did you hear that? Oh, hi RC Breeze, but Casbot, we're waiting on Casbot. Though I'm just thinking about something. Casbot has to go to the rat race. Listen to me, you've been here for a while. What is this channel about? So, it's almost Amazon Prime time. But I must have been today's deals. They were saying it was sold out. It was ridiculous. Call or text her. She'll be here in a minute. You're trying to get sleepy, Angelina? The abandoned mansions thing is making me think I should never do a road trip. The abandoned mansions? What are you talking about, Stuart? Where? Abandoned. We have a big abandoned castle here. A big abandoned castle. My power pants would be flying off the shelves on Prime Day. Picture, they would be, right? You get a free pair of bike shorts with those powers. Oh, I know it was your first time here, but I mean, you've been in this chat for a while. You were like one of the first people in here. That's what I mean. Listen to me. You've been chatting with us. You even had input on the colored pencils or Prime Day or something you said before. There's a trailer for the channel on the homepage. It'll tell you exactly what this channel is about. No, we're not buffering. Must be on your end, Kara. Am I drinking medicine? Why, I am having Health Aid kombucha. Do you know what kombucha is? It's a bubbly probiotic tea. Yeah, they're good. Your voice is soothing and overused relaxing. Thank you, Love and Lavender. So, what's in it? This one is pomegranate. This one has filtered water, kombucha culture, which is yeast and bacteria cultures. Yum. And then it has organic black tea, organic green tea, organic evaporated cane juice, that's sugar for those of you, cold pressed organic pomegranate juice, and that's it. That's it, in an amber colored bottle. Two people have, who are the two people that have the same name? There's two people in here that will listen to me. Anyway, Joanne Dallas is not here yet. I don't think I've seen her yet. Natalie, it's a lifestyle channel. One of the things we do cover is true crime. Can you order these on Amazon? I doubt it because they have to be refrigerated. Unless they can bring them to you with the dry ice stuff. I don't know. Can they bring you? If you can get Amazon Pantry or Fresh or whatever it is, yeah, you probably can have it. If they can do that. They probably could then. I'm sorry. You haven't found one you like? Really? I haven't really found one I don't like. Oh, let me talk to you about something else I saw while we're waiting. Okay, I saw this thing. It came up in my newsfeed. It said something like, we found drugs in a storage unit. It was this couple. I think they're married, okay? Oh, I forgot to tell Jimmy about the dog situation today. You want to hear something really crazy? I'm walking around the lake, right? There's somebody up visiting someone else that lives there. They're pretty much right on the road, okay? But they're on some land, but pretty much right on the road where I'm walking by. I'm walking by, minding my own business. And I see two dogs, which look like friendly dogs. I mean, they look like one looks like a wiry lab kind of mix. He had a bowl in his mouth on the lake. He's probably, right? They didn't look like scary dogs, okay? The other one was like a bigger, it might have been a water dog, something like that, okay? But here's what scared me, and I'm not scared of dogs, okay? I'm walking. The dogs come running towards me. As they're running towards me, the guy that I guess owns the dogs starts screaming, okay? Now, normally when you start screaming, normally the first thing to do if your dog is charging to someone, tell them my dog doesn't bite. Something like that would be nice and would be helpful. It would be much appreciated. Okay? He starts screaming. Then this lady says, now I know what she said afterwards. She said, don't just stand there like that. And I'm like, what does she want me to do? Run? Walk? I thought she was talking to me, right? Because I just stood there when the dogs came charging at me. And then he finally, after they get that close to me, says, don't worry, they're friendly, they won't bite, they're just a little mouthy. Now, what does that mean? They're just a little mouthy. Okay, first of all, what does that mean, mouthy? Mouthy usually means they're, okay, whatever. I said, it's all right. So then he was like a happy-go-lucky kind of like a, I don't know. And the wife was, I guess it was his wife. Then she said again, I told you, you can't just stand there. So she was talking to him. And I thought she was talking to me, okay, when she was telling me you can't just stand there. She was like, moron, you've got to go over there and, get the dog. I don't know what. It just, I have walking sticks, but yeah, one time, the only other time that ever happened to me, it was a stray dog or something, and I was screaming like a lunatic for these people that were in the freaking house to come out and do, and your voice carries like crazy on the lake, and supposedly nobody heard me then. But all the time. So anyway, what was I going to say? So that was a little bit weird. I didn't tell Jimmy about that. But where was I going with this? Oh, so I see this YouTube channel, right? So I go to look at it, and it's these people that buy these empty storage units. Now, in this day and age, first of all, I just can't go through someone's stuff. But now with so many people taking drugs, I would need, like, first of all, I couldn't do it. Okay? But if I was doing it, I would have a Kevlar suit on from head to toe, okay? I don't understand people that are able to dumpster dive and stuff, like, without gloves. I've seen that on YouTube. I had to tell two boys, I said, I know I sound like your mother, but please, what is going on? But the ones that, if they have gloves on, they're still handling their, like they have their cell phone. Well, let me take a picture of this stuff in the dumps. Oh, look at that. Oh, look how dirty that is. Oh, let me grab that. Touch the cell phone. They touch their clothes. They touch their steering wheel. They get in their car. They're touching the seats, the shifter, the keys. I'm just like, what's the point of even, it's disgusting, okay? And it really shows you, you better be really aware of what you're buying on eBay, okay? Because don't buy cosmetics or anything, because they're grabbing that stuff out of these dumpsters, and they show you them like washing, not these people, but well, I'll get to these people now. You have to take a week-long shower. Me too. And I would be like, there would be no cross-contamination. They'd be like, no, you touched your, you know what I'd like to see? Somebody take someone like me dumpster diving. I wouldn't do any diving, but I would do the commentary, because I would drive them nuts. I'd be like, no. Now you've got cross-contamination. Now you have to go sanitize your phone, sanitize. Now we got to get back to square. You touched your shirt. You can't get in the car. You're not getting in the car with that shirt. They would go nuts, okay, with me. But that's all that's running in my head when I'm watching those dumpster dives. That's it. Even if they have gloves on, they're touching everything, and they're touching their phone, their hair, their glasses, their face. It's disgusting. She said 10 minutes. Okay, good. So then there's this couple, okay? Listen to this one now. Before, the whole time they're doing this video, she's saying, where are your gloves? And he's going, oh, I can't feel the jewelry if I have my gloves on. And she keeps going, where are your gloves? And he goes, oh, if you didn't see our last video, I stuck my hands in a purse and I got cut up by razor blades. But he's still not wearing his gloves, okay? Now, they start getting into stuff. They've already bought storage units from drug dealers, okay? They start finding crack pipes. When he finds this crack pipe, he finds what he thought was a needle cap, but it was way, way too big to be a needle cap. I don't know what kind of cap it was, but it was orange like that. And he goes, is this a needle cap? And she's like, oh, let me see. Oh, I don't think so. It's kind of big. No, I think it is. You say the word needle cap to me, and I would be so gone from there, because whatever's in that storage unit, I don't want to be finding. You start finding crack pipes in there, I'm gone, okay? But they're not even getting, too concerned, okay? So listen to this one. So at one point, she says, like, where are your gloves? But if that was like, where are your gloves? Get them right now. Don't touch anything without your gloves on. Okay, she wasn't like that. So then they find all these Crown Royal bags, okay? They're a liquor, right? Oh, wow, look at these Crown Royal bags. Wonder what could be in them. Okay, be careful. They're just going in. I think we got some jewelry in this one. Look, this one says nails. Nails. So then he finds these things that are like razor blade, like they're like razor blades. He goes, look at these. Oh, be careful. He had no gloves on. They're sharp. It's like they're like razors on them, right? So he mentions again about how he cut himself up the last time. They're going through this stuff. I'm not joking. She goes, ew, this is some adult stuff. And I'm like, that is all I would have to hear, someone's adult stuff. Okay? She pulls out 2 lollipops that say, lick me. Okay? And a bottle of what looks like used toy cleaner. Now, used toy cleaner and those lick me lollipops, I would be 8 soakwood showers with gloves on. I don't care. Listen to what they do. You can't even believe this. He doesn't have gloves on. He goes, give me one of those lollipops. I'm hungry. She goes, no, you're not getting one. Now they're over like a disgustingly dirty tub. Okay? He did. He touched it, which he did more than touch it. Jessica, listen to this. So he is going to grab the lollipop, and she karate chops him, right? So now this lollipop, unwrapped, because he took it out of the wrapper, unwrapped, falls into the bottom of this disgusting tote. She was worried. Now, I figured she's never going to let him pick that up and put that in his mouth, right? She lets him pick. Well, she didn't let him. She goes, did you see I karate chopped it out of your hand? And I'm like, you karate chopped it out of his hand, but now it's in the bottom of a dirty tote, and he's picking it up, and he's going to lick it. Oh, my gosh, right? So did you watch that, Teresa? So he picks it up, and he's licking it, and then he's biting it. And he's like, oh, this is really good, because I haven't had lunch. And she's like, it smells good. And I'm just like, get out of here, right? Oh, no, Jessica, it's true. Okay, so that would have sounded disgusting enough. Then they find another box, and I'll be right with you. This will be 1 second. I'll be done, Casbot. There's a box of purses. And he goes, you want to go through these? And she's like, oh, look, there's like Coach bags. Oh, yeah, that looks like Coach bags. These are real. Okay, be careful. They go through like one Coach bag. Then he goes through the next one. Now, when this happened, I would have closed the door to the storage unit and I would be gone, okay? He goes, whoops, what's this? Remember I thought there was a needle cap? He pulls out a hypodermic needle. She is not even too fazed by it. Not at all. Not at all. She tells him, be careful with that. All right, yeah, I'm going to be careful with that. he was like more careful over something else that he emptied out something from a person. He's like, oh, I'm going to put this over here. I don't want to touch this. Or so, oh, it was like the broken crack pipe. Okay, I don't want to touch this. He's got a hypodermic needle. Okay. You find one hypodermic needle, there's probably going to be a good bet there's more hypodermic needles in there, right? And, oh, you know where it was they found the hypodermic needle? It wasn't in the bags. I think it was in a denim jacket. They were going through clothes, and it was in a jacket. And then they keep going through the clothes in there. And he goes, do you want to wait till, maybe we can go through these slower later? And she's like, yeah, okay. And that's how they started going through the bags. And then I couldn't watch anymore. Then they found bricks, right? They found bricks of cocaine or some bags of cocaine. I don't even know how cocaine comes. It looked like it was wrapped like a brick, but it was cocaine. They brought it to the police department. Okay, and then everybody's on there saying, maybe you should take this down from your YouTube channel, since now everybody knows that you reported, because they went to the police department. They said that the cop didn't want to be on social media, but they recorded him anyway. And they didn't show his face. They have 2 pounds of coke, right? Everybody saw this. This must come up in everybody's feed then, because it came up in mine. I'm not subscribed to them. This came up in mine, so Anna, it must have come up in a lot of people here have seen it. I think it comes up in the feed from watching this. I don't know why it would. Maybe because I'm a germaphobe. I have no idea. So the nice guy, he goes like this. She's probably going to get arrested. And she goes, as she's going, she goes, why would I get arrested? So they bring this in. Cop says, I don't want to be shown on social media. And I think the guy said we showed him anyway or something like that. People in the comments are saying, then they say, the cop's going to go get the records from the guy that owned the storage unit, and they're going to go there and arrest him. And then people are saying, don't you think you should probably take your YouTube video down? Because now everyone knows that you turned in the drug dealer, who probably is going to have some friends maybe come and take care of you. Don't you think you should take your YouTube video down? I guess not. So, yeah. And I couldn't even look anymore. But they're touching things with a variety of gloves. They were still looking in the bin once they found the hypodermic needle in the jacket. I wouldn't touch that jacket again, much less anything else in there. I would have just cut my losses and lit it on fire, okay? I just really gone. Okay, now, Casbot, are you ready to come on? I'm going to give you the, sorry about the drug story. Let me give you the, we were waiting for you, so I just thought I'd tell the story, and then hold on. Let me just, I don't want to share this. No, I don't want to share. Thank you. I want to invite. Okay. All right, I'm sending this to you now. If you haven't seen it, I mean, it's very stressful for me to watch that stuff, because in a way, I'll tell you something, in a freaky way, it makes me feel good in a freaky way, because I say to myself, they're probably not going to die, right? So what they're touching is like so much more crazy, like these people that dumpster dive and they cross-contaminate everything. And I kind of feel like, well, hey, if they're still alive, then probably the things that I worry about are really negligible. Okay, let me get back here. So in a creepy way, it makes me feel better, but I have anxiety throughout the whole thing. What's the meaning of the name of Casbot? I don't know. You'll have to ask her when she's on there. You're dead? Why are you dead, Michelle? Um, what is the date? I think it's, I don't even know the name of it. Just look up like found drugs in a storage unit. You'll probably find it. I think that's the name of their video. I'm serious. Leah Jane, I can't remember the name, but it came up for a bunch of us. I would look up found drugs in the storage unit and it'll probably come up. No, that doesn't ring a bell. Lisa H, not at all. Store unit finders killed. What is that, Angelina? What do you mean store unit finders killed? Is the girl... No, it's not. I don't think it's Moon. I think she has a regular name. He said she was coming from radiation or something. Oh, she's all right. Oh, I know, Victoria. I see what they, you think, Victoria, who did we see that one time we were watching, right? And the cop, he had his pen here, and it was something he didn't, and he took his pen, and he like touched something like with blood or something on it with the pen, and then he put it right back in his pocket. Can I borrow that pen? Yeah, here you go. Oh, it was just on some bloody evidence. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. Oh my gosh. What was that noise? Was that Casbot? Where were we? We were watching something and I said, did you see the way he took the pen out and he pushed something aside with it and then he put it back in his pocket? It made me sick. You know what really makes me sick? Oh, I think that's Casbot messaging me on Google. Hang on. Now I know what it is. I didn't know. Oh, yeah. See? What do you mean? It says it's not valid. It says it's not valid. 2 ticks. What does 2 ticks mean? 2 ticks. It says it's not valid? Hold on a minute, Casbot. I'm going to try, hold on, I'm going to try this now. Okay, that is the same thing, right? And now, hold on. Are you sure you typed it in correctly? Jessica, would you do me a quick favor? If I message this to you, can you just try it to see if it's on Casbot's end or there's something wrong? I'm just going to email it to you. Could you just try it real quick? You don't have to talk or anything. Just see if you're able to get in. Because if you can't, then I'll reopen a new meeting. But I don't know if it's on Casbot's end or something in the UK that's acting up. Oh, she's on. You got on. You're on? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Hurrah!
Oh,
Yes,
hurrah.
I can. Sorry, I'm so late. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. No, you look lovely. You're on your way to the rat race?
I am in a moment. Yes, I'm just in the garden.
Oh, in the
Thought I
garden.
would bring you out for some greenery.
For the chlamydia's in bloom?
The chlamydia is in bloom, actually.
Oh.
I'll show you the chlamydia.
Okay.
You may as well take the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah. This is,
Ooh, nice.
so yes, it is. It just keeps flowering.
Right. But you have to plant it every year?
No?
No, it's perennial?
Yep.
Yeah? Oh, good.
We've got two of them now, so.
You just have it from year to year. Never goes away, huh?
No, it doesn't. Just it's one of those hang-on problems. That's all I can say.
Once you have it, it's forever, right? Till you, yeah.
That's it. Well, you grow accustomed to it. Is all I can say.
Yeah.
Eh.
You learn to live with. You have to learn to live with it, then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You get used to these things. They're an irritation.
You get a workaround, right?
That's right. Maybe like the use of the air. The super wee implement helps. Right then. Okay. So we talked about HLN, yes?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Right. I know that you've covered yours. I don't know. It'll be interesting to hear how similar your opinion is to mine or not. Basically, the highlights or lowlights, as it were, please don't watch it. If you do watch it, make sure that you've got no paint on your walls, because when MK did that giggle, all my paint peeled itself off the wall.
That's a very strange giggle, isn't it? Wow.
When I was reading the discovery, I thought that was maybe a little judgmental of the woman who was doing.
No, the creepy giggles, yeah.
No, she's right. The programme didn't pander to NK, but they did put a notification up at the end to say there was no evidence to suggest she was involved.
And
so they did do that.
She didn't answer them when they tried to reach her, right? Yeah, she would not respond to them with comment, and her attorney would not either.
No. So no comment from her. There was a little bit of new footage of her, but it's the ones that came out in the discovery. Nothing really new there. Things were sensationalized that didn't need to be. Reenactments were inaccurate. Mm-hmm. From my perspective, we don't know how he's done certain things. They have run with Chris's story, which I think is a big old fib, but they've got nothing else to run with at the moment. So really it was just your general sensationalised, dramatic music and things like that. Apart from the bit at the end, which was when my blood pressure rose a little.
Was Cindy's letter, did you read the part, something about a 10-pound baby? Did you get to read that part of the letter?
No.
See, I have to stop it and go read that. Did anybody read that part?
I knew you would.
It said something about, maybe something like he was talking about when he was a 10-pound baby or something. Like, I saw a 10-pound baby. First, I thought it said he gained 10 pounds, and then I said, no, it doesn't say that. It says 10-pound baby. He was 10 pounds as a baby, Natalie? Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah, it said something in there, to his mother about a 10-pound, but maybe he said, I'm still your 10-pound baby. I don't know what he said. Did anybody read what he said?
The part that stood out for me was their words should be like wind.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah,
well,
yeah.
You do know how tornadoes and cyclones start, don't you?
And again, he shouldn't be, people shouldn't judge him for what he did. It's like a little thing. You stole a pack of gum from the supermarket,
It's like Kate and Anna claiming that he's repentant. Repentant people take responsibility for their actions. They don't say, I can't remember doing it. I feel like it wasn't me. I was possessed by a demon. You don't do these things if you're truly repentant.
Yeah. And
which is what he said, isn't it? He said, I feel like I was possessed by a demon. Well, poor little Chris.
Right. Oh. And Anna, and that girl Anna said it too, he felt like somebody else's hands were on his, everything she said was from that confession. And it wasn't even, if they didn't say she was there visiting her, she almost sounded like a scammer that was just taking the confession. She didn't say one other thing that really. Like
somebody had said, go on this show to give Chris the extra support that he needs, because we've got nobody who will go on camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm surprised his mother didn't go on again, but I guess she just wanted her voice on there. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, there was one other thing I was going to say about that at the end. Yeah, they can't reach her for comment, and then the 10-pound. I have to go back and read about the 10-pound babe, like what he said about it though, because I mean, why would he bring that up? And I know when she said he just wants to hear Bella and Celeste Cece say that they love him again. Right? But there
was that, and he's still a dad. No, he's not, because he murdered them. He murdered them. This is it. There's some sort of weird delusion that sort of spreads from, I think, Cindy, because she's in a river in Egypt. Mm-hmm. It's like this thing where he couldn't help it. He didn't know he was out of control. He killed his children.
Right.
You know. There's got to be a level of acceptance that what he did was wrong, and there are no excuses for what he did. And until then, people will never find peace. You know, you can still love him; he's your son, but you need to accept what he's done. Yeah, totally. Before you really love him, because otherwise you're just making an excuse for him to make yourself feel better. And is that really loving somebody unconditionally?
Right, absolutely. And Natalie just said, Cindy, I guess, has been supporting him since he was a 10-pound baby.
Well, until he married Shanann, and then she had to babysit him.
Right. And then what was the other thing? There was one other thing about, what was I going to say about him? Well, they didn't go into much about the visit with Ronnie, right? Except that we know he didn't have a petition with Ronnie, and they got to touch each other and talk to each other. And I think that was around Father's Day, but they didn't specify.
No, it seems like it was around Father's Day from some of the themes that appeared.
Right, that he's still a dad, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what it was. She said he wishes the kids could say I love you, but he never said, she didn't say anything about Shanann, right? He wishes he could have Shanann back. She said he wishes he could hear the kids say I love you, right?
No, but that Kate, in inverted commas, had said that he was, you know, he talked very well about his wife, and he missed her, and so he's also saying that he misses Shanann. Boo-hoo.
Yeah.
So do our family, you know. I'm not going to have any pity for him because he misses his family. Well, don't kill them then, is the short, simple answer to that. I know it might seem intolerant. I don't know. I actually don't care. Mm-hmm. But I'm kind of incredulous at the amount of apologising that goes on, the apologist behaviour, the reasoning for what he did. And I've heard every excuse under the sun. You know, Chris started them in his prison interview. He started them in his first interview. I don't know what I was doing. I didn't feel like I was in control. I didn't know. It felt like somebody else was in control that day. I felt like, I was possessed by a demon. How long is this list going to get?
Yeah, right. I know. He doesn't, and then she was saying if he didn't have the affair, if he didn't have, if she was a puppy on a leash, same thing, all from his interview in February that aired in March. So, yeah. Oh, the one thing was, that was what we want to discuss, is the one thing is the footprint, where he said in the bag, he said there was a bare footprint. He said there's some things tying Chris to the crime, and one of those things was a bare footprint in or on the bag. He goes from in to on the bag. Anybody have any idea how Chris's bare footprint would get on that bag? People have said, well, they thought maybe he put the bags on his shoes, not to get his shoes dirty, like tied them around, but it's a bare footprint, meaning that he didn't have socks on or shoes.
Well, I thought perhaps because when he's loading the car, he seems like he's wearing socks. It might just be my eyes. It could be white trainers, but they're very white.
Right. It looked like sneakers, I don't know, but whites. But he had different footwear, right?
He did. So he changed into his work boots before he left. We know this. Mm-hmm. So at some stage he's changed his shoes. Has he changed his socks as well? Because he's been walking about in them. I don't know. That's as close as I can get to something viable there.
And what, I mean, would he have just stood on the garbage bag because he didn't want to get that dirt? Like, couldn't he have sat in the car and done it? You know, like, I mean, it's hard for me to rational how he would have a bare footprint on the bag.
Yeah.
Unless
I mean, it could be it was there from beforehand,
or in the house somewhere. Maybe they were on, you know, like when he was running around and
maybe
he was wearing he walks around in bare feet in the house because that second day when he came in he had bare feet.
Yes,
he was walking around, so maybe he had bare feet when all this was going on because it was, and he had bags handy or somewhere and he walked on them. I don't know.
Maybe it's possible because they did take his footprint.
Yeah, short, nice. No, they said it was his. The DA said it was his footprint because it said it tied him to the crime. So it had to be his. And they did take his footprint in the, yes, they did. No, they didn't say it was a child. So I went back. Jimmy got me onto that. It's not a child, Sassy. It says a bare footprint. And he said ties him to the crime.
I am still here. I have to feed the animals.
Okay.
Okay. I am listening.
Okay. Bare footprint. So that means he can't backtrack on the confession. No, but I mean, does anybody have any ideas how there would be a bare footprint on the in or on the bag? And Casbot, somebody wanted to know how you got your name Casbot.
Right, okay. So it's a very easy thing. I'm going to say my name is Karen, which is not wonderful because of some, you know, Karens have a reputation these days.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
And I also like bats. I like bats very much. I think they're very cute and unusual. So, but it's just that simple. I think my brothers as well, when I was a child, used to call me Casbot.
Oh, you've been called that since you were a child?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My brothers used to call me it.
Oh, okay.
And I thought I would sort of
grow out of it.
Everything, it kind of goes with me because I do love bats. So it was one of those things where it just seemed like a nice little nickname to revive.
So they call you that in your real, that's your real nickname?
Yeah, my brothers have been known, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. But they're the only ones who call me it.
Okay, so that answers your question. Who is that, Jessica? Hopefully that answers your question.
Yes.
And yeah, and Casbot's channel, I'm sure the mods will put up a link. You can check out her channel, and you can find her on there at different times than us because she's in the UK. And
yes,
we're over here in the USA.
I know, 5 hours apart. And yes. It causes ructions sometimes, doesn't it?
Yes, yes. Because Casbot's really usually going to the rat race now. It's 7:54, right? 7:54.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
It's difficult sometimes to get together. Weekends are okay for me because obviously I'm off then. But
but I was taking a lovely leisurely drive. Yesterday.
Don't worry about that.
That was not lovely nor leisurely.
Yeah, I'll be leisurely in a moment when I'm on the bus going to the rat race. But yeah, but it's how do I put it? It was really nice of you to ask me to come on.
Oh, of course.
And give me perspective.
Of course.
And like I said, anytime you want me on, you're more than welcome.
Okay.
Sometimes I will hide because my hair is not brushed, but other than that, I know yours.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Your hair is fine, even if it's not brushed. My hair is just sometimes whacked out of my head too, so that's okay. But yeah, Casbot's a moderator on this channel too, so you've seen her in the chat. And like J Bell's just put up the link to her channel. You can go.
Thank you, J Bells.
So you can go and
Hello to
subscribe.
everybody, by the way, in the chat. I can't see the chat, but I will catch up with it later.
And okay, so any other last words on that HLN?
Joanne?
No, I said any other last words on the HLN.
Oh, I thought you said last words, Joanne. I thought maybe I just relate those two phrases together now.
No,
like last word.
No, on the HLN.
It was, you haven't really missed much. Anybody who hasn't seen it would be my main message. It's just a little irritating, if I'm honest.
Right. Everybody saw everything in the promo. You saw the only different thing in the promo, which was Cindy reading that letter, and that's it. She didn't read any more, or it's pretty much exactly what you saw in the promo.
Like the apologist behaviour is the only thing that's different. The reenactments will annoy you because they are incorrect. There's evil dramatic music all the way through it, and some things mentioned which quite frankly didn't need to be. I'm just going to say the sheet to Carolyn. I didn't feel that was necessary. I thought it was really disrespectful of all the footage that they could have picked to use. That really irked me somewhat. As much as I know murder is not a walk in the park, I felt like that was quite insulting. So anyway, but that's just me. If you haven't missed anything, there's nothing new in it. It's just more Watts excuses, sound effects, and bad reenactment.
Yeah, and that was about it. And other than the footprint thing, that was the first time I heard him say that. That was it. And so, I was just going to say, Kara, no, it's not a series. I know some people were saying they thought it was a series. That show is a series, but not the Watts thing. That's it. Watts is covered. That's it. It's not going to be back next Saturday over there. It's done.
Yeah, it's a show. I forget what it's called.
Videotape lies or something. Video.
That's it. Videotapes and lies, and it was Killer Dad, Chris Watts.
Killer speaks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does speak. Unfortunately.
Yeah, the footprint, Judy, that there was a footprint on or in the bag, the DA said. We were trying to see how he could have gotten that bare footprint on or in the bag. I'm surprised they didn't ask him at that.
So did Jimmy not say it was a child's footprint?
He did say he was. Jimmy screwed everything up. Blame Jimmy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, he did. Because when I got home, he goes, there's nothing new. He goes, except the child's footprint was found on the bag. And I don't know if it was him that said it. He says something like, so that shows that supposedly that they were sitting in the car and their feet were on the mother in the bag. And I said, what, you heard this? And he's like, yeah. So I don't know. I've got to ask him again if he heard that part or someone else told me that part. But
I don't recall hearing that when I watched it.
Do I. Yes. So it probably was Jimmy.
I think it would have made my ears prick up because I would have been thinking, right, okay. Right. So, well, maybe the kids were in the car.
Right. But then I went and listened again. And it didn't say that. It said bare footprint, and it said linking him a bare footprint on the bag.
Yeah, I thought it was his because that's why they took his prints after they arrested him. They took his prints, his handprints, and his footprints. And I thought, why did they take his footprints?
Right.
And then, well, that'll be what.
Are you sure you locked the door? You sure my daughter would make you go back and check?
Sorry.
Are you sure you locked your door?
Locked the door.
Yeah, you
yes,
checked
I did.
A couple
Definitely
times?
Locked the door.
She'd be like, go back and check it again. No. My daughter would be. She'd be like, you turn off your curling iron or your whatever you use. You sure?
We don't. Honestly, don't. I've so many trips back home when I'm already. Oh, look, it's a wheelie bin.
A wheelie bin. The bag was found on the site. The 2 bags were found on the site with the sheet. Lies, crimes, and video. Convicted, murder. Right, but they're different. I think we lost Casbah. We lost her signal, so she's frozen in time for us. Oh, no, she's back. She's back. You're back.
Right.
You were frozen for a
second.
I
am. It was my phone changing from wireless in the house to
to roaming or something.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that, unless you want to come on to the peasant wagon with me, I shall be going, but thank you very much once
Okay,
again.
well, thanks for coming
Lots of love
on,
to you and the
and
Ramblers.
check out Chris Watts' channel. And you can see her
Yes,
in
please
here.
do come along and enjoy the madness.
Join the madness.
But you know, keep supporting Carolyn, because what she does is amazing. You don't get any rubbish on this channel. Facts not flop, etc.
We don't need a wheelie bin, though. I like that term. I use it now, wheelie bin here, and nobody knows
Yes,
what it is.
sounds ever so posh. Right,
I
I
do.
have to run. There's my
All right.
bus.
Bye.
Bye.
Get the bus. Hurry
Bye.
up. Bye. Okay. Something Dwayne? Who's Dwayne? Let me help Casper out. Okay. What's a great question? Short, nice? What? I didn't see your question. What is it? Short, nice, short, nice, short, nice. Shortening bread. What is it? Have they ever said what time NK punched in? You know, short, nice. I don't think they ever said it. They said she was at work. We know that she was home around that 3:30 when she pulled in, because Jim was pulling in at the same time. I think they were for her head and feet. Okay, but Natalie, what I'm saying is, how did his bare footprint get on or in that bag? It was found at the oil site at Survey 319, along with the sheet. Maybe he put them in bags upstairs and... Casbot's back on the bus. Maybe he put them in bags upstairs and used his foot to roll the bags. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that footprint happened at the house. Somehow, it happened at the house. It was his footprint. Hey, Charlie. I think he got careless when he was putting things in his truck. But how would his bare footprint get on the bag you know what I mean? That he'd have to have he walks around his house in bare feet. We know that because the next day he has bare feet and he's walking around the house. So we know that's a normal thing for him, is to walk around with bare feet. It's not a normal thing to walk around the oil site in bare feet. A long time ago, people thought it was a boot print that was found in the bag, and they said that he put the bags on his feet so not to get them all muddy or dirty or whatever when he was digging the grave. But that's not it, because it's not a boot print, it's a bare footprint. He had to have stood on the bed to drag her body off the bed. We can't do something. Why can't the do something nice? Why can't who? Michelle? A footprint was on the bag. How did he manage it? That's what we're trying to find out, Deborah. I'm trying to find that out, that it's a bare footprint. He said first in, then he goes on the bag. Hey, Gigi. Did he not say the bags were... He did. Well, not in so many words. They said, well, why did you go to the... Maybe I should just help. I don't know. Let me just help Casbon out so she doesn't have to be frozen, right? Okay. Did I remove her? Did I cancel? It's not removing. Okay. So, HLN do a documentary for Shanann and the children. Have them do a documentary for Shanann and the children? What do you mean? I think he stood on it when he was tearing it off the roll. I don't know. I mean, he said they were downstairs, but they could have very well also been in the pantry or in the kitchen somewhere, because he didn't really remember why he was in the basement. And then they said, well, for the trash bags or something, but he never really gave 100%. Did he? 100%. It really doesn't matter. It's not as if it changes everything. No, it's not, but it's one of the things that it kind of does, Diana. It doesn't change anything now, but it is one of the things the DA said linked him, was evidence that they would have used in a trial, was that footprint. That's why he had to have his footprints taken in the jail, was because of that footprint. I thought of that too, Jeannie. Okay, if he changed his shoes, then he had to change his socks as well. And was he stepping on the garbage bag? But then you would think you'd have 2 footprints, and it made it sound like there was only 1. I don't know. I also think, like, why wouldn't he just sit down on his truck seat with his feet elevated and change his shoes? They did find a roll of trash bags in the truck. Yes, they did. From cleaning the house and carpets. No, Paula, because it was found at the site. And he didn't do that cleaning of the carpets, I don't believe, until later on that night, because he didn't have time. I think it likely happened in the house. I'm thinking it happened in the house. Remember something? What? Remember something else was controlling him. Oh, yeah. Maybe when he was taking Shanann out of the bags before burying her, he stepped on the bag. Yeah, but he would have had shoes on at that point. They said it's a bare footprint, skin. Okay, no socks, no shoes. Oh, your grandson just left for work? Okay, Judy. Didn't they say the house was... That was the second day the house was chemically clean. When they came with the dogs, they smelled a lot of chemical cleaners. That was on the 14th. That was after he was alone that night in the house when they left him alone. Very chemical, right? There are things he won't talk about. There are secrets. He stepped on it at the house. I kind of think it had to happen at the house just because it's normal for him to walk with bare feet on in the house. And to make a footprint on there, you'd say, well, how did he make like, if you just step on a trash bag and your foot is dry, is it going to make a footprint on there? Like, how did they pick up that footprint? You know what I mean? Is it... happened when he was wrapping her. One bit. Yeah, I don't think he was wearing shoes in the house either. He didn't wear shoes in the house. In fact, they took off their shoes the minute they got through the door. The oils from the skin. Well, then if that's going to do it, then I think it was on, Gigi, yesterday. You really didn't miss anything. If you watched the preview, you've seen it all, because the rest of it is everything you already know, and it's poorly reenacted, and it wasn't needed, and it's erroneous. Didn't happen that way. Okay, so then I think it happened in the house. Maybe he was just like tearing off bags, and they had him on the floor, and he's rushing around, and he stepped on it. Or he had someone, one of the children, I don't know, and needed leverage. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Natalie. It doesn't make sense to me how someone would take 2 live children to the site and have to do the things and carry those kids in bright daylight up those stairs twice. And you know what? They made another mistake in the documentary. Did you hear they said the hair was on Cece's hatch? And that's not true. The hair was found on Bella's hatch. I remember them always walking around with bare feet. Yeah, the next day he had bare feet on. Malia, in a way we have, but there were a lot of rumors about the footprint. Early on, people said they were taking his footprint because he stomped the kids through the hatches, and that's not true. That's not why. But there were a lot of rumors about that. According to him, she was put right in the truck. But with him, who knows? He doesn't know how to tell the truth. Absolutely. Yes, I believe that, Linda. I don't believe anyone left the house alive except for Chris. Oh, you did not start looking until late March? Oh, okay. Sad to say, if the girls were killed early, they would have been short, nice. I don't know if you saw, I have a video that gives you my theory on it. Check it out, because I think the girls were killed the night before, and I think they were already in the tanks under the cover of darkness. That's my own theory on it. Deleted messages between... Oh, well, that's my theory as well, yeah, girl cherry. He could have loaded them easily. I just don't think with that, like, walkway and bright sunlight that he would have done that during the day like that. No, I don't think he would have taken his truck to do that. I have a video that explains my whole theory. But it's just, here, I can give you the link if you want to go and listen to it, because it explains everything you're asking. That's my take on it. I do not think the girls were alive that morning. I don't think they were alive when Shanann got home. I don't even think they were there when Shanann got home. But, you know, everybody can have their own opinion. It's just something in studying the case and everything, and looking again at the walkway and all of that stuff. And just listening to his confession, that was so, to me, made up at the end as he went along there. So, yeah, I don't believe it. Okay. I'm going to get back to the chat.
Watts have to call the other person.
Hold on. Now it's playing.
Could it be Nicole? Is there some kind of message?
Let me go. No, it's
all right, guys. I'm in my super sick car, and I'm at my super sick mansion, and then... Oh, wait. I'm in an alley.
That his father and he worked out before they got to the station. Well, now, his father doesn't look surprised. He definitely...
Sorry. Okay, shut me off. But yeah, you can go watch it, and my whole theory is there. No, I don't. I agree, Leona. They were not alive when he got home. I think that's also how he. If you listen to my theory, that worked to just break Shanann. What, Carrie Lynn, I'm just curious. If you knew for sure about the footprint like that in the beginning, how would that have changed things for you? I'm just curious. Doesn't have enough emotion to snap. He acted out of a facsimile of feeling. Person does not feel anything for anyone other than himself. Oh, you had to pick up dinner? Okay, good. Yeah, girl, Cherry. Why hasn't he been questioned about the doll? Well, we don't know, okay? There is stuff that's retracted from that interview that was done in February. He could have very well been asked about the doll. There are parts of it that were not released. And we don't know. You would have known for sure no hired help. I think the girls were killed Saturday night, early Sunday. That's why the sheets were smelling. You said that doll was a coincidence? No, I don't remember saying that. Are you talking about during the first confession? They pretended that Shanann did that. You think it's interesting they have so many different opinions? I don't think it's... I think it's expected that people have so many different opinions because we don't have any definite answers and he's a liar. So... I think it would be weird if everybody didn't have different opinions and everybody just agreed on the same thing, you know? No, the evidence has not been destroyed. That's misinformation from misreading the court documents. What do you guys think about CW saying he's very much like his father? And do you think his dad is just like him? Well, an introvert, I think he's trying to say. But his father was an addict. We don't know that Chris is, but if the girls were not there, I think Shanann would have fought him. I think it would have broken her. I think she would have just gone into almost like a shock. Honestly, if they did it the way that I think they did, I think she would have just gone into shock, disbelief. She didn't even know what to say, what to do. Like, just, you got to be kidding. You couldn't have done this. And just was, just trying to get her bearings of what she was going to do, who she was going to call first. Or even on her way, like, to go running out there to see if this is true. I think you would jump off the town bridge into the river, Shanann, and swim out to sea if you were Chris Watts' mother. And then he grabbed her before she could do anything. Yeah, that's what I think. I think he just put her right in a sleeper hold. Well, that's why Chris said his father became a cocaine addict, because Chris left, and Chris was his best friend. You shouldn't. It's not a normal thing when your son goes off to college or NASCAR school or wherever that you become a cocaine addict because you can't take that your best friend is gone. Yes, you could be close to your child and miss them. It shouldn't, drive you to addiction, but so there had to be other things there than just Chris going off. Maybe there were other things that he was dealing with in his relationships and his life, and that was just, as Chris would say, the straw that broke the camel's back. Roxanne, that's something I believe he embellished. You will never get the kids. That's something I believe he just embellished that was said to give himself a motive for what he did. After Chris left, Cindy only had Ronnie. Right? Yeah. J-May. The River Shannon is the longest river here in Ireland. It's beautiful and it runs right out to the sea. Oh, okay. What if Shanann's cell phone turned off? And who turned it off, Mommy? Oh, why is it that her cell phone was turned off? Yeah, that's a good question. He could have turned it off if he thought he still had the same password. You lost your youngest daughter in JCPenney when she was 2, and I'm not kidding. The 3 minutes she was gone, it was in complete panic. Never mind when Shanann. What did that say? Oh, I understand, Brenda. I'm telling you, I totally. When I was discussing my theory, I had similar situations where I thought my son had died. He had flown down the driveway on a tractor, and when my husband went down to get him, he just said he's a mess. I just said, is he alive? And I was just beside myself. And then once I lost a child for a few minutes like you, and I didn't know where he was. It ended up he was standing in the shower in their bathroom, but because I live on a lake, I panicked, and I had to go check the lake because that was the worst place, right, for a 2-year-old to be. And I was running around with just socks on in like the beginning of April up here. And there was, I mean, my neighbors, if they hadn't seen that I had raised my oldest 2 kids, you know, to 6, 7 years old, or 4 and 6, I felt like the worst mother in the world. But my son was so full of energy, and he was just turn around in 1 second, he was out. Then we had to get a whole alarm system for the house. But it's terror, right? It's absolute terror. And that's why I couldn't even understand when you look at Chris, if those children were really missing and his wife was really missing and he didn't know where they were, he wouldn't be sitting in an interrogation room eating pizza. He'd be saying, come on, I can't take this. We got to go find them. Why are we sitting here? You can quit. He would be out of his mind just sitting there like that. He'd be asking every minute. And when the police officer called him at 2:30 a.m., he didn't even ask, is there any news on them? Did you find out anything? Because he knew what happened. Okay, so that was so telling to me. I mean, that was 100% telling to them, because even Tammy said she lost her son or whatever, her child, for a few minutes in a store, and the last thing you're going to do is just sit down there and answer questions and be all calm. Right? Scary, yeah, scary feeling. You're not going to sit in an interrogation room. You're going to want to be actively doing something. Right, yeah. He was just calm, eating oh, it's going to take another 5 hours for the lie detector? Okay, all right. Never once asked any leads. Did anybody come forward? Right, Cowgirl, yeah. If he killed them before their night, well, if you look at CC's bed, when they went to pick up the stuff, it's barely turned down. The bottom of the bed is not even mussed at all. Take a look at it. Oh yeah, I know, Brenda, yeah. Swifty in the building. Hey, Swifty. Well, he thought by not getting a lawyer that he looked innocent. He thought that made him look innocent. That's why he said, you know why I didn't get a lawyer, right? Because he was innocent. Innocent people don't need a lawyer, is what he thinks. And that's going to show them that he's innocent. If he asked for the lawyer, then he had something to hide and he was guilty. There's a red herring to take the attention off the road. What? I didn't. Oh, suicide. He was never going to commit suicide. You too lost your daughter for 5 seconds, a large store. Right. I'll tell you something. There used to be a band concert here in town. There still is, every Wednesday. It's like there's an open band stand, and they just play the same music. People from town go there. We used to go there with our older kids. My sister and I went with her 2 kids and my 3 kids at the time. I didn't have the other kids yet. Okay, I only had 3. And my daughter was 10 years old, very responsible, okay? Knew how to swim, everything. But it was dusk, and I don't remember what it was. We were getting ready to go. People were talking to us, and I said, where is Alexandra? Where is she, right? And somebody said, I don't know, I thought I saw them down by the creek. There's like a creek. And I said, I freaked out. And this is not like a little baby. This is my daughter. She was in 3rd grade or so. I was going nuts. And I'll never forget the woman we were talking to, who was a friend of ours, who was a nurse. And she was like, oh my gosh. And then everybody's looking around, looking. And then later on, my sister and I were laughing a little bit at it because, you know, I'm like, I know that it seemed extreme, but I was freaked out. I thought, well, something could happen, even though she knew how to swim. Like, she could have been in the river. Who knows? Somebody could have threw a rocket or hit her. She's down. She's drowned. Like, I was just freaked out. So freaked out over that. And then I forget where they were. They were, like, just somewhere else, but it was dark and we couldn't see. And it was just a little bit of time. But it was crazy. You lost yours in a British museum. You had your share of school children to watch. 1 second there, next swallow in the ground. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Oh, look, it's 3:33. I saw that last night too when I sat down finally after my shower that I thought was broadcast. It was 3:33. One time in Paramus Park, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Paramus Park, there's an elevator. It's see-through in the middle of the mall. My daughter was 2, I think she was 2. We went to get in. She got in. The doors closed. My husband and I are standing on the other side of the elevator, right? She's in there. I'm like, run up to the stairs, right? To get the elevator when it comes out. She was gone. He booked up there, okay? The elevator was there. She was gone. We found her like down the hall. I took my daughter. I complained. I went to I forget who the heck it was. How can you have an elevator like that? And there was nothing to stop it. There was no emergency on the outside. He said, how could the doors close that fast? I was like a nutcase. Imagine that. You're too straight up thing. Okay. I'm fine, Tessia. Lots of things with this case are surprising. He sounded like he showed more emotion over his mom and wife's argument than his kids. After that lady grabbed my daughter at the mall, all my girls with him put on harnesses. You know, I had a leash, like a harness thing. You know what happened though? She slipped back, and then I was scared to use it because it was again in Paramus Park with this, and hit her head on the top, and I was like, no, I couldn't use it. Don't forget he FaceTime with... Yes, but you have... Vincina, you have to remember there's a time difference. And those girls ate at 5 o'clock, Colorado time. That's still plenty of time because it's 7 in North Carolina that Frank FaceTimed. But it was only 5 o'clock in Colorado. Sunflower, you're so right. Do you feel like if you try to explain logic, you are made to feel suspicious? What are you talking about? What did Sunflower say? CW is going to make a grab for attention until he doesn't get it anymore. Is this something you need to see? What? Which one? The, no, you don't. You saw everything in the preview. Your son was 3. You had to go to a public laundromat. It was July 4th. Got clothes out of the dryer. Turned around. He was gone. Frantic. Going down the street yelling. Found him trying to get in to the Shriner car in the parade. Isn't it crazy how they can just disappear like that in one? I mean, it's like they're Houdini. Laughing away, remember I had my boy on a lead at 5 and he was lazy boy, so I wouldn't even put him in the pushchair till it, oh, you would put him in there until it broke in half? Now they make them stronger. So many things are odd, make no sense, far too much we don't know, and I don't believe we ever will. You're probably right, Jennifer. He isn't on the spectrum. He's a narcissist. He'll twist and turn the story multiple times. It's called gaslighting. I think at least one child was dead prior to Shanann's return. Did that picture? No, it didn't. It didn't. But I have no doubt that picture was taken for some reason. It was too perfectly staged. I wonder if it's because I said before, the Rusaks had something where the gravesite was not to be shown. Bit early to hit the bottle? Yeah, it's just kombucha. I'm okay, yeah. And it's rather late here, so if I was, I'd be okay, but I'm not. Where's Sharon? Anything going on? Is there anything good on Prime Day, Sharon? The markers or the colored pencils? Sharon's probably gone. Like, I need that. I need that for my cat. Cowgirl's giving me the cat, not Carolyn. Has Sharon been around? I've been attacked. Oh, you won't get attacked here. As long as you respect everybody else, that they'll respect you. There, I knew she'd come out of the woodwork. Did you find any deals on there, Sharon? Anything going on? I know that, Brandy, and that was done out of what I feel is spite and malice, okay? Because she was well aware and even did a side-by-side showing the grave that was dug at Survey 319 next to the grave site and used it as a thumbnail. Prime Day, Amazon Prime Day. I don't know. I find better deals around Christmas. And sometimes I find them like on the sneak. I remember when Ethan was really little, I found all these like Fisher Price toys and everything that were like down to like $4 to $6. and nothing was advertised. I found it on a fluke. I remember like just being like, oh my gosh. But I don't like the Prime days are good. I think if you want like Kindles or Fire Sticks and stuff like that. I just don't remember finding like a lot of great deals. I don't know. Maybe I was looking at the wrong things. I don't know. You've been here, you work. Okay. I thought you'd have another screen up there on your Amazon. Do you think he took the kids out in the Lexus? I don't think the kids were brought in the Lexus. I think that they were brought in another vehicle. You can go, if you want to see my theory, Patty and Jack, if you haven't, I have an entire video that lays out exactly what I think happened. It's right there. You can go watch it. Black Friday deals in the UK are ridiculous. Better deals during the year, really. A lot of times there are, Bella, you know what I mean? A lot of times when there's so much hype, either it's for like the flat screen TVs that people are like cutting themselves with box cutters over, or you know, something else. But no, thanks, Robin. Black Friday is a ripoff. I mean, I don't go out on Black Friday, no thanks. Yeah, but Fire Sticks are always half off, and so is the Amazon Alexa. I mean, many times it's half off. The girls were also, for days, would that have interfered with all that testing? Though they said that it shouldn't. Oh, the art supply class? Yeah, I think, is Jeff still here? Jeff, is it set? Are we doing it on July 28th? What day of the week is that? What day of the week is that? That could be AMSR, right? Well, I know it's some lady when we went to that thing, she was trying to explain how you blow in a certain flute and you blow over the top of the bottle and you make noise. Hey, Cheryl. What was he doing? They did. When they were had him under surveillance, Linda, on the night of the 14th, when he was still parking the Lexus down the street, he apparently went with his truck. They lost sight of him, and when they came and found him, he was already next to the Lexus with the doors open on the Lexus, the hatchback open on the Lexus, the doors open on his truck, and he was transferring things from the Lexus to the truck. And then he left, but he came back like a minute later, and he did it again, and then he left. And then they called him to go down to the police station. Lacey, if you look at the preview, that's about everything that you need to know about this mockumentary, because there was nothing new there except for Cindy reading that letter, and that's in the preview. And the part about the DA saying that there was a bare footprint on the bag. Is it Sunday? I don't know. We have to ask Jeff. I don't know what time it is. Jeff, I don't know where Jeff went. Jeff was here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. I got to put my thing back on because it thinks I logged out. Hang on. Don't get scared. I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here. I'll be right back on in a second. There we go. Jeff said July 28th, Sunday. Good morning, Lisa Donald. Blue screen. It's Monday now in California. It's Monday here in New York, too. It's Monday in the UK. It's safe to say it's probably Monday everywhere. No blue screen. You like listening to me read? Jeff responded above. Okay, I don't know. You hate cricket. Very good result for England. Your Kiwi family is not pleased. Ouch. What happened? I missed something. I don't know what, I just missed something. Hey, No Time. Did you and Casbot? Yeah. You're late, No Time. It's 3:40 something. You'll have to watch it on the replay. Sharon, Casbot, thank you. And Jessica. No hello for me, Sierra? Who are you talking about, Karen Duffy? Who is nearly 30 and she must have had some boyfriends, school friends. No one's saying a word. Who's that? We had to go because Casbah had to go to the rat race. No time. When do you ever sleep? Jan. I sleep. They say I sleep from 4 to 4. Isn't that when I'm supposed to sleep? 4 to 4? CW thinks he's a woe is me kind of guy. Right. School holidays. I miss you and my pineapple plant is in soil, living outside for no chuckle. Oh, okay. And then, what was I going to say? There was somebody, oh, Baby Doe. That's who it is not. Is that who's here, Baby Doe? That's who has the pineapples. Is that who's here? Or we have Jane Doe now. Which Doe is here? Baby Doe is the one with the pineapples. Now I remember. 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., yeah. Lisa H. That's when I'm supposed to be sleeping, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Almost every creator has blocked you, Victoria. Driving. I just don't understand how nobody saw him driving. You saw me driving home on like a deserted road, right? Let's just say that's what I was trying to show you. I had my phone out. If any of those people that passed me, but imagine if it was broad daylight, okay? And I had my phone like that, or a dash cam. I don't believe that no one saw anything that morning. But I also don't know about like drones and things too. Every time we take that drone up, I think like, my gosh, you can see so much. It's just, that's a thing to think about, and a thing to talk about. The way technology is advancing, okay? Look, well, everyone, not everyone. So many people have dash cams, right? So many people have phones with them all the time with cameras. Drones are becoming more and more popular. What about 10, 15, 20 years from now? There will be cameras everywhere. It's going to be harder and harder to not be seen doing something. Anyone, anywhere could. That's what I'm saying. Just like somebody said something like, whenever I don't put my makeup on and I go out, that's when I run into everybody. And when I do, I'm all fixed up and I don't see anybody. That's exactly how things happen, right? Like I tell you, like I could leave for 1 minute and not lock the door, and then my sister just, I don't know how, she'll show up there and think that I left the house unlocked for days or something, okay? Because it never fails that that's the way things happen. So I just think that you run into an, yeah, all right, I'm just going to go for a walk. But it never fails for me, right? I could walk around the lake looking great every day and maybe run into somebody from a distance. Yeah. The day you go looking like death warmed over, oh, I'm not going to put on any makeup, you run into everyone you haven't seen. Oh, guess who's up? You're not going to believe it. Let me have her come on out. Wait a minute. Wait, let me get her. You're going to die when you see this, you know? Susan's here. Oh my gosh, when's the last time you guys saw each other? 10, 15 years ago? She's up. Let me go. Come on in. That's exactly when you run into everyone. So, I mean, it's just, there's going to be people there. You've got drones. I mean, so many things. Dash cams, cell phones, security cams outside people's homes. You just did a lap of honor in your kitchen. And they look great. Oh, absolutely. They look great. They just, and they're like, wow, you look tired. That's always good. You look tired. Kids must be keeping you busy. I need a large white. I have a large whiteboard. I have a very large whiteboard on here. I have to make some Prime purchases and would like to know Are you saying you want to use the affiliate link? You just have to click, the only thing you have to do is click on the link in the video description that says it's my Amazon link. That's it. It'll just take you to Amazon. You don't have to do anything after that. You just shop as normal. There's nothing else to do. It's tracked by Amazon. Google Earth, right? Yeah. You hate when people... When drones and cameras mounted on planes, helicopters, I do not know why he is on no footage. Yeah, I don't know either. You stalk her on social media, so she says. Your 14-year-old daughter's two 26-year-old sisters. Good night, Margie. You just bought a Toshiba TV for $99. How big, Jigsaw? She has two half sisters, both 26. "32 inches. Was it ever confirmed? No, Sheila K. I never heard anything back. Either, not at all. Good night, Carrie Lynn. You subscribed to Casbut's channel last night. Don't time me out. Oh, from Casbut's channel's okay. Joanne said that she set up her Patreon. I don't know if someone wanted her to set up a Patreon. She did. If someone needs a link or something to her Patreon, let me know. I don't think Joanne is here tonight. She was falling asleep earlier. Angel Callie, when and if we add more, I have you that you said you wanted to be on the list, but yes, I have to, even though she told me to shut up. Oh, did you? Was she teasing? She called me Mommy Dearest, but I think we talked about it, and she said it wasn't the way I thought it was, so maybe it's the same thing. I don't know. You didn't watch. You re-recorded it, but you haven't watched it. Did you miss anything? Not at all. If you saw the promo, you saw everything. Let me get her Patreon. I think she sent me the link tonight. Thought she was good. She said she was falling asleep watching my videos. That was about an hour before I came on, so she probably passed out. I hope she launched it. Let me see. She sent me something that she launched, that it said you're ready to launch it, and I think she said she did. Let me just see if she's here. I think I found her. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Weirdest cover picture I've ever seen for Patreon. What is... Oh, no. Okay, I couldn't see the... What is that? I can't see the... Is that Joanne? I just see the Amazon Prime box. But it's not big enough that I can see if that's her. Okay. Hang on, I'm coming back. No time here. Good night, Glamo girl. There you go, that's hers. That's for Joanne's Patreon, Joanne Dallas. Okay. Why did they mute some of the tape? Because they retracted the... Are you talking about the confession in February that was aired in March? I net you only sleep... Oh, you bet I only sleep 4 hours a night and maybe take a cat nap. I don't take a cat nap before I come on, but you're right. I get about 4 hours if I'm lucky. Sometimes it's less. Sometimes it could be a little more, but usually around that. Is it true that the discovery files state an unidentified woman was captured on camera? No. Mm-mm. You hear the old speak about prefabs. What? It was already aired, Julie. It's headline news, but it was already aired on Saturday. Thank you, Michelle. Big C sent you a picture of your babies. Okay, let me see your babies. I told you my avocado didn't have leaves like yours. My poor avocado was very insulted because when I went to the window, it has beautiful leaves now. You can't believe it. It has beautiful leaves. All right, let me go to the mail. Oh, I don't know what I was going to say. Hang on. Did you send me it? Let me see. When did you send it, Swifty? I don't see it yet. Oh, now I do. Now I do. Okay, hang on. Let me see here. Oh, your leaves are nice. Okay, very nice. Hang on. But I'm going to show you my leaves too. Let me download this. And I can't believe you were going to throw these out. Remember, you had no patience and I had to beg for their lives, told you not to give up on them. Hold on, I had to get my... My avocado feels like I betrayed it. So I can't have that. All right, let me show this. Okay, this right here, Swifty, is my avocado. See? Did you see? Oh, maybe you can't see it. Hang on. Hold on a second. I can't see what you see. Now let me see if you can see it. I don't think you could see it where I had it before. Hang on. Let me turn it around so you can see it, because this is the side that's near the window. Look at those nice leaves. Took a long time to grow this avocado. And there's its lovely root. Does your root look like this, Swifty? Like it's got these like little round things on it? Does yours have that? I remember when I first saw those round things, I was like, what is that? But very leggy. Oh, no, I think they turn into like big, they almost turn, if you look at the full plant, it looks like, I don't want to say a rubber tree, but it has a big stem. I mean, and then it gets these big leaves. It is a tree, right? It is an avocado tree. You saw some people, did you see the ones that, because like it has more leaves coming over here, here, here. It's going to get like a lot of leaves down it. But pretty amazing. This is the first one I ever did. I did it because Alessia said she couldn't grow one. I think the problem is that people give up on them, Swifty, just like you were. You were kind of giving up on it. If, like I said, yeah, scrap it, throw them away. That didn't happen. Those seeds would have been in the garbage. So I feel like I've saved their lives. So I'm probably an aunt to your avocado trees, just so they know, because I saved their lives. Link to avocado. Oh yeah, you want a link to that? Yeah, I will give it to you. It was the first time ever, so you know that it worked because we were here doing this and Steve did his at the exact same time. So don't throw those avocado seeds away. Here you go. Here's the avocado. And that's this avocado right here. I didn't switch it out like they do on some shows, or like, oh, and here it is now. And they just pick the one up and they put it on. No, you really see the real deal here. We don't do any of that Martha Stewart stuff where we just pull something out that who knows who grew it. We show you the real stuff, even though it takes weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Two Scooter, what does Two Scooter have? You have a good one, Two Scooter? Where's Two Scooter? What's Two Scooter got? A big avocado? You can rewatch it, Memoir. It's not going anywhere. What does Two Scooter have? I don't know. My husband did the avocado and pineapple. They were doing very well. The avocado probably took a long time, right? To get there. I wonder where it is. It does take a long time. I mean, and look, I mean, the seed is just like, it's just crazy, right? How long that takes. And that other lady, the one that has all the Ray Dunn pottery, she just has her avocado growing in the jar. Now, it was probably a little bigger than this. I thought it was a lot, like it was a lot, it had a lot of leaves on it. I don't know when she's eventually going to plant it, but I mean, it grows very well like this in a mason jar. You'll send pictures sometimes. Yeah, get some pictures taken. pictures. Oh, which pictures are you talking about now? The pictures, right? They were released into the Discovery on May 22nd. The pictures and the creepy giggles video. Yeah, voicemail. Please be my pineapple plant aunt too. It's alive because of me. Oh, is it alive because of me? Okay, absolutely. I'll be your pineapple's aunt. Alexa should be half off, but it's always half off, even on Black Friday and everything.
Alexa.
She answered. Alexa, are you half off?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Alexa, does Amazon have you on sale?
Happy Prime Day. Here are your deals. Amazon Smart Plug. It's $4.99 on Amazon, after $20 in savings. If you'd like to hear details, just ask. Would you like to buy it?
No. What other deals are there?
Would you like to buy it?
No, I don't want to buy it. What other deals are there?
Sorry, I can't tell if you want to make this purchase or not. Please try again.
Alexa, are there any deals on Prismacolor Premier colored pencils?
Here are your deals on Prismacolor Premium Premier Color Pencils. Cross Edge Formula Red Selected Roller Ball Pen. It's $23.10 on Amazon, after $7.70 in savings. Would you like to buy it?
No.
My next deal is Liar Furby Giant Triangular Colored Pencils. It's $9.90 on Amazon, after $6.90 in savings. Would you like to buy it?
No.
Would you like to hear more deals?
I would like to hear the Prismacolor color pencils, please.
Would you like to hear more deals?
I would like to hear about the Prismacolor pencils.
Check back later for more great deals.
What's going on now? Who's leaving? Linda? What happened to Linda? I miss everything. You feel bad for Linda even though she doesn't like you very much. What happened to Linda in no time? I'm going to have to mute you from turning on my Alexa. You might order something. Can you imagine if could I order something from your Alexa? That's crazy, right? If I did that? Oh, that you couldn't discuss. Linda, yeah, we're not really into discussing other channels because everybody can have their own opinions, but other channels, they can have theirs too. If we're doing like Casbot or I'm talking, that's fine. If we have someone here, that's fine. No one was rude, Mandy? Oh, your Alexa was responding to my commands? Oh no. Swifty, you're leaving already? That was fast. You can sense it? No time? Oh, someone said that, Robin? That sounds not nice, right? She was saying, oh, but HLN is not really a YouTube channel. It's a TV network more than a YouTube. They have a YouTube channel, but they're a TV network. It's a rule in almost many YouTube channels just not to talk about other creators, especially controversial ones, because then people then get up into fights and stuff, and we don't like drama. We don't say that you can't, believe it or not, there are some people that are creators that say if you go to such and such a channel, or if you're subscribed to such and such a channel and they find out, they will ban you from theirs. We don't do that. You can go watch whoever you want. It's just when we discuss in here, we don't just discuss other channel theories. It's not what we do. Yours better not be ordering stuff that I can't hear. After washing the dishes. Okay, Natalie. I miss a lot of the chat, Natalie. I don't know if you know that. I don't read every line of the chat. I miss a lot of stuff. Oh, you thought I was drinking cough medicine? Oh, that would be really bad if I was drinking cough medicine, wouldn't it be? It's kombucha, which is a probiotic bubbly tea. What happened to bubble tea? Does anybody drink bubble tea anymore? I don't ever remember my daughter getting it, and when I never actually had it. Can you believe that? She was like, oh, you want to get bubble? And I would just not get bubble tea. All my life. Then I think to myself, why didn't I get the bubble tea? I don't even know what it tastes like. Who's blocked? Victoria's not blocked, is she? Why do I buy that stuff? And what's it good for? It's follow your gut. Pomegranates are out of this world delicious, and that's all we add to our organic and raw pomegranate kombucha, the best tasting and highest quality kombucha you can buy. Okay, real food, small batch kombucha, cold pressed flavors. It's healthy for you. You're not supposed to consume it if you leave it unrefrigerated for an extended period of time. Certified organic. It's just good for you. It's good for your gut because it has a lot of probiotics and stuff. Good for the stomach, yeah. Kombucha is healthy bacteria and probiotics. So I've read this before. This contains filtered water kombucha culture, which is yeast and bacteria cultures, organic black tea, organic green tea, organic evaporated cane juice, which is sugar, cold pressed organic pomegranate juice, and that's it. Oh, you have never had it, but you know others who have had it. It's very good. It really is. You drink this for rheumatoid arthritis flares up. It calms the inflammation. Bubble tea, but I didn't care for it. I do want to try your kombucha. Since you've been drinking it, it makes me want to try it. You should try it. I mean, this is not the one I always drink. This is the first time I had this one because they didn't have my regular one. They didn't have my regular one. So I got this one. This one is very good. This one is really very good too. This is very good. I would highly recommend this one as well. It's hell getting old. Well, the alternative is not good, right? Menace guy? You'll stick to Mountain Dew, Sassy Darcy? Sounding good. Bubble tea. I wish I had tried it. I think everyone here mostly loves everyone else here. I think you're right, Jeannie. I think you're right. Even those that it's kind of like a little sibling rivalry sometime between some, right? But for the most part. So no time. What happened yesterday? No earthquakes out there? What happened? The big one was supposed to come there yesterday, right? Nothing? Where's the California people? What happened? Nothing? Weren't you supposed to get the big one yesterday? What happened? Everybody fell off the planet? Where did you all go? How come the chat's not moving? Oh my gosh, that was so weird. The chat wasn't moving at all. I thought this thing stopped. Didn't happen. I think you might be getting... I don't know if he's in prison. She's the one from Light Church. There's also a Hannah. That's a different person, though around the YouTube land, people are confusing Hannah and Anna and thinking they're the same person. They're not. Oh, it's not your business? The California earthquake is not your business? I think that's anyone's business that lives in California. Is it really not someone's business, an earthquake? You questioned the person who predicted that? Oh, okay. Is that what you're saying? I don't know, maybe. You know, I heard it though on the news or something. They did. They said it said July 13th, and then it said something about 8.5. I did see it. You had earth tremors in Western Australia yesterday, 7.5 on the Richter. Oh, really, Leanna? Leon? With an E? Seattle had a 4.9 a few days ago. Carolyn, you mean the bobo tea? The bobo tea? We have places here, they are just bobo. It's called bubble tea here. The tapioca pearls or something? I only know from my daughter drinking. Oh, not your business? Okay, never mind. I thought that was kind of weird. It's not my business, the earthquake. Oh, then, okay, I gotcha. You only heard there was a 10%. Oh, okay. I've heard my whole life, no time, that California was going to fall off into the ocean. I've heard that since I've been about 6 years old. I think everyone has heard that, right? Has everybody heard that? California's just going to fall off into the ocean? I used to believe it when I was a little kid, too. Right? It was so literal when you're a little kid. You're like 6 years old and you're, why do those crazy people live out there? It's just going to fall off into the ocean, our teacher said. When you moved to California, your dad said that it will happen. Ocean. Japan too, apparently, yeah. What a way to go. They'll be like, I can't believe it's true. Splash. Is this little clickbait? We already did, Mom. We already did. We even had Casbot on. No clickbait here, babe. Thank you for all the wonderful ramblers. Please, can you check my Wii videos? They are all connected to Mommy Rambling, bringing just my name. Thank you. Oh yeah, check out Diana's channel. She's making Wii videos. I like the way you say Wii videos. Check out Diana's channel. Just go click on her name and check out her channel. She has a lot of things that she's done on here, right? Like the pineapples, and I think you did avocados too, right? You have avocados. You did plants the other time we showed you. I think you have some dog videos, right? And let me see. Thank you for the super chat. And here, I'll put a link to your, let me just, hold on. What happened? Why did it say gaming YouTube? Oh, there we go. That was weird. This should be the direct link. It's taking forever to come up. Yes, I'm subscribed. Okay. Let me put this, I'll put this in the chat. Here's Diana's channel. Go and check it out, subscribe. What happened? Jeremy? Who's Jeremy? Violet, sure. What would you like to know about it? What are any questions that you have? Go ahead, shoot. No, I know a we is got. No, I know. I just like the way she says that. I know. Yeah, right. I think it's cute. He's a wee lad. No, I know. So the Anna lady, okay. Kimbo, I'd love to clear this up. The Anna lady is not a family friend. The Anna lady is from Light Church, and she wrote to Chris in prison. Someone asked what, oh, okay, no, I thought, okay, never mind, it's okay. Was there a new interview or the Anna? I took a couple, no, there wasn't a new, okay, here's what happened. This lady Anna wrote to him from Light Church. She says she connected with him. She's been visiting him every 2 to 3 weeks. But between you and me and the apple tree, no, between you and me, she just reiterates everything verbatim that he said in the interview that was taped in February but aired March 7th. Verbatim. About the puppy on a leash, about the hands, somebody else's hands around his neck, about the control, all of that stuff, she just repeats it. So if she is visiting him every 2 to 3 weeks, she doesn't say one thing that wasn't said in that interview, which is odd. But Anna is not a girlfriend. No. She's from the Light Church. Her letter to him is in the discovery. Anna and Hannah are 2 different people. Correct. Hannah is the one who also wrote to Chris, but she was incarcerated up until November for financial crimes like scamming, that she was a cancer victim and taking donations and stuff like that. The Anna lady is sure deluded. Well, now I think she knows the Watts, yes, but it's after the fact. He didn't mean if he had no control, he was taken over by a demon, and he said he shouldn't be in jail forever for just this one thing he did. He didn't mean, no, he didn't say he shouldn't be in jail forever. He said he hopes people don't form their opinion of him based on this one thing. Because he said people used to say that he was such a good guy. He hopes that the rest of his life will not be defined by that one thing that he says he did. That's what he said. You're welcome, April. You're FM? You're FM. What's FM? Right. Candace, yeah. There's a lot of there is disinformation agents. There's a lot, and it goes like wildfire when somebody says something, because I think the sensational stuff is something that's better to hear. Like if I said, no, because if I just said, and someone's going to hear this part, Anna's his girlfriend. They're planning to get married about a year from November. And yes, they fell madly in love. And she's going to, visit him, and she's committed to him, and they're going to get conjugal visits after they're married. And she really would like to have more children with him. And if I said that, okay, there's so many people that wouldn't even question me, and they would just go with it to the races. But it's not true. He is totally mad. He should be on death row. I'm behind Carolyn, but Callie will break off and separate at the fault line, which runs through your Aunt Linda's property. Oh, you're behind. I gotcha. You're behind. I got you. Oh my gosh, Sharon, if I would do a social experiment, you would be surprised at how many people would believe me. Would not even question me. That's what's scary. That's what's really scary. Because a lot of people don't question stuff. Have people seen samples of letters allegedly where he found God? The letter to his mother was shown in the documentary. Yes, they've seen that. Other letters to his parents, I'm not aware of any that have been released. But he did say that at the interview, that he found God. What, small wee chickadee? You need me to answer something for you? How come the chat is so slow? Is there something wrong with mine? I think something's wrong with mine. It's just like at a standstill. There's nothing coming through. And but not to the point of a gym job. Right. It's annoying when I ask and I don't get a straight answer. What do you need a straight answer for, Mommy Chickadee? It shows slow, but it's even slow for slow mode. It sounds like slow-mo from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Are there any prisoners who don't find religion? Too bad they don't find it beforehand. Perhaps change it to 20 seconds. I can try it. Let me see. Let's see what happens. I'm out of the room, so if Molly Chickadee's asking her question, I can't answer it right now. Every 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Speed it up, old girl. Like the Lucy conveyor belt. Okay. All right, it should be 20 seconds now. Says 0 chat. What do you mean, Kimboli? Kimboli. It says 536 in chat right now on my thing. Hey, Tanya. You still have not planted it. It's doing well. Oh, that's good. So funny, I don't realize it, which even betters everything. I might realize it, which may make it even better. It's just a WeChat. Oh, okay. Just a WeChat. I'm good with the WeChat. It says 0 people in chat, which is weird. Refresh your chat. I see 539. Refresh it. Refresh. Refresh your chat. Everybody's here. I see 541. I see 542. Fruit Fresh. Oh, remember that Fruit Fresh? Remember Soup Starter? You remember that stupid thing, Soup Starter? Came in a thing to start your soup, and it was like some dehydrated vegetables or something. It's called Soup Starter. You remember Big Batch cookies? Big Batch. They were like chocolate chip cookies in a box, and they were called Big Batch. And you would just bake them. iPhone in religion. Was it she who flipped on live phone in? Live phone in? Jennifer, I'm not sure what you're saying. You remember the Soup Starter? Yeah. And the Big Batch cookies? That would be something good, like you'd see on Seinfeld. Like, who is he? He's the guy that invented Soup Starter. You remember that stuff in the late 70s, early 80s? People wanted to make soup. They needed a starter, so they had this stuff called Soup Starter. Yeah, it fizzled out after, I don't know, a few years. Big Batch cookies, you remember those? Yeah, I remember Big Batch cookies. Yeah, what happened to them? No, I didn't take on too much. The tunnel of fudge cake. Oh, yes, I used to bake those all the time, the Bundt tunnel of fudge. I used to bake Big Batch cookies, too. Like, almost every weekend when I was in... I baked from a really early age. I live in the moment. What other place? There's no other place to live. Right? Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not here. You got to live in the moment. You're back from your walk with your doggies. There were 4 drunk men shouting at a young lady walking through Merlin Woods at 10 minutes to 9 on a Monday morning. That young woman was rushing to work. Huh. Remember Soup Starter, Small Town Mom? Remember Snack and Cake? We've gone over this before. You remember the Snack and Cake? Like, you ever needed a smaller cake? Who has ever said that? That's a nice cake you made, Margaret, but you know what we need? A smaller cake. You either make cake or you don't make cake, but you don't make a smaller cake. It wasn't stock, it was dry stuff. It was like a whole bunch of dehydrated ingredients. You kind of remember the Snack and Cake? They had kids like after school and are like, oh, it's just the perfect size. And do you remember it baked in its own container? Remember that? Like the box became the container for the Snack and Cake? We already did Simrat a couple of times. You can rewind it and watch. We talked about it a lot. We even had a guest on, Casbot, who discussed it with us. Yeah, but it was dehydrated vegetables too. It was more than just bouillon or powder or thickener. They had the vegetables, and I think it was in a tube. And I believe then they branched out into Stew Starter. Neither one made it big time. The box you baked it in, right? Yeah. Oh, I've got a question for everybody, and this is a real live question. I bought Sonic chocolate pudding mix. Okay? Now this is the kind you put milk in, you whip it up. It's the cold pudding. The hot pudding, we used to make that all the time. We never had the cold pudding until I went to someone's house that you made cold, and I realized that there's chocolate pudding that doesn't get the skin on the top of it. My mother insisted on the hot Mighty Fine. Do you remember Mighty Fine? We always made the one on the stove until I went to my friend's house up here in the summer, and they're like, "You want pudding?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then they put the cold milk in it and they're whipping it up. And I'm like, well, what are you doing? You got to cook this on the stove. They're like, "No." I went home and I'm like to my mother, I'm like, "Mom, why aren't we making this kind? It never gets skin on it." My mother didn't want to hear about it. But then I changed to it because I would just go out with my dad and we'd get the regular pudding and I'd make it like that. And then I made dream pies and everything. I'll never forget, I was making a dream pie once and it fell on the floor. I almost died. Remember dream pie with dream pie? Do you ever make a dream pie? It's chocolate pudding, then you mix it with Dream Whip and you put it in a graham cracker crust. You're so glad. Hey, not that, Nikki. I wondered where you were. Your foot was broken so bad in 3 pieces. Oh, I remember. Yeah, wow. And you needed surgery, right? Did you have the surgery and everything? Are you okay? The dream pie? There's a Big Batch cookie. Yeah, I used to like the Big Batch cookies. There was this peach creamy can dessert. Oh, I think I remember that. Yes, yes, yes. There was also something called Jello 1, 2, 3. And my sister actually had a friend that flipped out when they stopped making Jello 1, 2, 3. And she brought it over because I think she bought the last few boxes. And she brought it over to my sister. So my sister, what was it? Fruit Float. Is that what it was called? Oh gosh, I remember that. Is that what it was? Fruit Float? I remember that, and I don't think we ever had it. Is that what it was? Fruit Float? That's crazy. But, oh, here's my very important question. If I make and it's Sonic, it could be Mighty Fine, okay? Or Jello. No, Mighty Fine never did Mighty Fine make a cold one? It was Jello that made the cold one, right? I'm telling you, Mighty Fine was good. When you'd had that pudding right out of the pot and it was hot, before it got the skin on it, you had to keep stirring it like crazy while you're eating it. It was delicious. Oh my gosh, my dog is okay. Zoe, are you okay? Where's Zoe? I don't know. Sounded like, I don't know where she is. Okay. There was even, if I'm not mistaken, a Mighty Fine one that had a nut flavor. It was like chocolate nut, but it didn't have nuts in it. And I'll never forget in 2nd grade when they told us we had to learn the card catalog, because if we didn't learn how to use the Dewey Decimal System, we would never ever be able to find books in the library. And boy, was that a lie. But when they were telling us this, I got this book out about this kid and his parents went on vacation and his aunt made something. He's like, oh, she made the hot chocolate or the pudding had skin on it. And I was like, ew, that's so gross. That's what happens to the pudding. But it was hot chocolate for this kid. So anyway, I'm going to have to look up that Fruit Float. No Mighty Fine. But I don't think Mighty Fine made a cold pudding, or maybe they did. But I know Jello brand did. I don't know if Jello made a hot pudding. Anyway. You getting sleepy, Danielle? Just wait for my question now, because this is an honest question, okay, that I have. Can you use almond milk to make pudding? Has anyone ever done it? With the recipe, whether it's Jello or it's Sonic or whatever it is, has anyone ever used almond milk to make pudding? Jello made a hot one too? Okay. Well, cat is not good with skin. You take that skin right off, but it doesn't happen with the cold pudding. It only happens with the hot pudding, but you'll never get that flavor when you eat warm chocolate pudding. It's not for pudding? Has anyone ever tried to make pudding with almond milk? And if you're watching this on the replay and you know the answer to this, put it in the comments. But no? Why wouldn't it be the same thing? You have and it worked? Pudding in a cloud. Yeah, pudding in a cloud, right. Pudding in a cloud, Elise H. You used pineapple juice to make vanilla pudding and it worked? Was it like a Dole Whip? You never see that thing? This is like a Dole Whip, like a Disney. If you heat almond milk up, it goes granular. I'm not going to heat it up. What if you make it the cold way? You have almond milk coffee and it's fine. Right. I understand, Robin, but we're right to say something. What happened? No, but on the basis that a fat is needed, not sure it would set nicely. But don't some people make it with skim milk, Bella Mac? You have to tell me, of over 500 people in here, no one has ever tried to make chocolate pudding with almond or some type of a nut milk. Hey, Simon, you said you had a crime to talk about, right? Correct? Do you want to talk about that tomorrow night? Yes, for cold pudding. So, Terry, you're saying yes, Terry Furman, that you have made the chocolate pudding with the almond milk. If you want it to taste creamy, try oat milk. Bill Cosby gave pudding a good name. Robin is really feeling uncomfortable. Who's blocking Robin? I can see Robin. You've made instant pudding with almond milk and it worked? Did it work, Cupcake? Did it taste good? Well, Cupcake says she has. I'm sure it'll work, Carolyn. Anything cold and wet will work. I just thought, Sharon, that it to thicken up, right? But it's not that. It's some kind of agent. Will someone tell me what is wrong with my poor dog? You know, I just saw this commercial and it said, if your dog is itching and then licking his feet or something, I'm telling you, my dog is itching, licking her feet. I just told her, Jimmy, licking her feet. What is wrong with my dog? She keeps itching her face, like under her eye. That is driving me insane. The poor dog, it must be going insane. They're going to give her some Benadryl. Maybe give her a little bit of Benadryl. You think it's allergies? I saw the commercial on it. And she just looks, I don't know, there's a look about her like she's miserable. Like she's normally this really, really, really happy dog. And she looks just absolutely miserable. See? Now she's like looking again. Now she's just looking. She's just sitting here. She's sitting here looking out the sliding door. But she's doing something weird with her mouth. Like almost like I would say she's going to throw up, but she's not making that sound, but she's licking her lip. Like she doesn't act like this. This is so weird. Give her some Benadryl. 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 Give her some Ben What's the matter, Zoe? Yeah, and she keeps itching under her eye so much that she's almost like taken some from fur off of her eye. No, this has been like a few days now. Well, I'm trying to find out what I should do for her. You'll call in tomorrow, Simon? She's a little dog. I don't want to... I've given Benadryl to my other dogs. She'll be uncomfortable if she has allergies. Do you know how much to give a little dog? It is the treat you got her. I didn't get her any new treats. No. Get raw, he licks them. Vet said to give him Benadryl. Renee, how often do you give the dog Benadryl? Because I want to give her something tonight. She's definitely not comfortable. Is she scratching or biting? Yes, she is. She's licking and biting at her paws. Yes. Did Joanne say you can give half human meds? She's only about like 12 pounds. Got this with our vet says allergies. Well, I just saw the commercial on TV. How much Benadryl? Your grandpuppy is about 8 pounds, and I give him about a third twice a day. Right, I know that, but I want to give her something now. I can't call the vet right now, and she's miserable. She doesn't have hot spots, Sakura girls. I mean, the only thing that I could see was under her eye, but I think that's almost like, because the other day I think she just scratched it so much, she scratched it, and half of it. I've given to my bulldog had to take Benadryl. We had to buy a huge bottle. She had to take a lot of Benadryl. And my beagle took Benadryl too. But I can't remember what, I mean, Zoe's a lot smaller than either of those dogs. A little less than half a Benadryl. Are there oak trees? No. Why? Are oak trees very allergic for dogs? 1 milligram per pound of dog. 2 to 3 times a day. All right, thanks. I'm going to get her some. No, we didn't change her diet at all. My Zoe is now on half. Oh, okay. She's just licking. She's licking now. Now she's like licking her tail incessantly. I think she's like itchy all over her body. Zoe, what's the matter? What's the matter? You want some Benadryl? Want some Benadryl? Let me see. All right. I'm going to go then and get her some Benadryl, poor doggy. And see how that works and call the vet tomorrow. 2 to 3 times a day, 12 milligrams. Now I'm itching. Yeah, I know. She's making me itch too. It's something in the grass. Clover's bad too. Okay. Bathe her just in case something's going on. All right. Benadryl, but plain Benadryl. Most vets will say 25. I would do a half. But plain, yeah, I have it that I bought for the bulldog. Okay. It's not, I didn't take this decision lightly. What happened? Oh, someone. I thought you said Simon. Okay, yes, Simon. Anyway, email me, please, and we'll discuss about tomorrow. All right, and wait, please. We have a Westie and had the same problem. You have the remedy? Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait if you have the remedy. You have the same problem? Great, I'll wait. My Westie's waiting too. She doesn't normally do this. She's just sitting up at my feet. You put our Westie with those same symptoms. Okay. On raw food and CBD. Okay. Simon said he would try tomorrow. Okay. Thanks, J Bells. And bath and oatmeal if you have any. I do. Your cat has the same issues. Can you answer my question? What question? No time. I didn't see. Let me see. Scroll up. Say that again. Scroll up. Would you rather fight 10 100-year-olds or 110-year-olds? And how would your strategies change? Well, I would feel terrible. I could never fight. I could never fight 10, 100. I couldn't fight a 100-year-old person. You'd be like the biggest heathen. But then 110-year-olds, and then you have to be a little more specific. Like, what are they doing? Are these 100-year-olds coming at me with knives? Or are they just, like, what? I need a little more background. You know, I need background on that. I just can't, I don't know. You'd like rather do the 10, 100-year-olds? You could hit those 100-year-old people? I don't know. I need a lot of background on that. Like, what are they doing? Why am I fighting them? Can I try to, you know, calm it down and solve it by talking? Why do I have to hit them? I don't want to hit the kids either. But then are the kids, like, he didn't explain, like, are the kids from another country where they're, like, trained for war and they're, like, soldiers coming at you with guns? And they're not really kids, but they're like little man children. I need a lot of background on this. Get a synopsis together with some examples, and then I can answer it. I need background. But it'd be very hard. 110-year-olds is obviously worse. Yeah, if they're all coming at you, 110-year-olds, but I would really hate to have to take down the 100-year-olds, okay? Oh, okay. All right. Good. I don't have to hit the old people. I don't like to hit old people. I never have. All right. I am going to... Your sister has a Maltese. She had to change his food. Okay. Well, I'm just going to give her some Benadryl just so she's... I mean, the poor thing just is not comfortable. I'm going to give her some Benadryl, and then I'll call the vet in the morning, put her on Monistat on her. But it's not that it's just one place. She's like itchy all over her body, and now... What's the matter, Zozo? There's just like a really sad look in her eye. She's really, really sad. Like, it's not... the happy-go-lucky Zozo. It's like sad, uncomfortable, feeling horrible Zozo. Now she's itching again. All right, let me get this. Thank you to all of our moderators. Thank you to everyone for coming. Thank you to everyone that donated to Super Chat. I appreciate it. Thank you to everyone. Have a great night, and I'm going to get the dog taken care of, and I'll let you know what happens. Okay, Zozo, you need some.